And we're live. What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on with everybody tonight? How we doing?
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight? Well,
Doing
Jays.
wonderful.
Good. All right, guys. So tonight we have Mr. Pennywise, the dancing clown, my brother in arms, Mr. Big Papa, and of course, Little Miss Rachel. How are you tonight? How are you guys
Great.
tonight? Good. And Miss Morticia is here. She had something she had to attend to very quick, and she will be back. But let's see who we got in the chat tonight. Let me go to the top and go to the bottom. Strike first, strike hard, of course, as always. He's here before I'm here, so I don't know what's going on with that. Brandy, hello, hon. Welcome. Thanks for coming back. One of you guys dump those under analysis things for me, please. Lazy, my friend, welcome, sir. And you've been promoted today, I saw, and that's an awesome thing. Thanks so much for agreeing to that and for doing everything you do for us, sir.
Is that Lazy?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been upgraded.
Yes, he has been upgraded. Let's see. We also got Miss Amy. Welcome back, hon. Thanks so much for being here again. It's great to see you. Popper, can you share this out for me real quick? Or if not, I can do it. It's no problem. Who else do we got? Who else? That's me. I did a countdown in there like a dumbass. Miss Amy. Anybody else? Popper Jack was out there greeting the fans.
Is B author in here?
No.
Right.
Welcome, Belinda. Thanks so much for being here. Hey, Bronx, what's up, hon? And Mr. Ace Man, my brother, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here once again. Pam, welcome back. John Zuggs, welcome back. And anybody I may have missed, I'm sorry, but welcome back. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you. And let's get this going and have ourselves a good night. Excuse me. So, how was everybody's day today, first of all?
It was wild.
It was wild. What happened?
Well, I had a drive. I had an almost 2-hour drive. I went and actually helped train somebody who's taking over a different facility, and it was almost an hour and a half drive there and an hour and a half drive back. And then I came home and I got BTS tickets in Las Vegas, so I will be going to Vegas in April.
What is that now? You said that in chat, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's like in our era, it's like the New Kids on the Block.
Oh, God.
No, kind of. They're from Korea.
Oh, you like K-pop?
I do. I love everything
in
Korea.
He knew what it was as soon as I said New Kids on the Block.
Oh.
It's a boy band.
K-pop, but K-pop's a whole different.
Yeah, but it's still a boy band, basically.
Right.
I was surprised
Do
when
they
that
sing in
K-pop
English?
shit.
Some of their songs are in English, but quite a bit of them are in Korean, which I'm pretty intermediate Korean. I speak, my Korean is pretty decent.
So if you're into Korean, do you watch mukbang videos?
No, but I love like K-dramas and stuff like that.
So how do you say
that was originated in Korea?
How do you say hello or welcome in Korean?
So it would depend. So because you're older than me, no offense.
Talking to me?
No.
She's talking to me.
Talking all three of
I'm
us.
just joking.
Annyeong, it would be like hello or how are you or
Right.
And for if like somebody my age or which it's literally by the year you're born. So anybody that was born in the same year as me or younger, I can be a little bit like more informal. 안녕하세요 would be more about like people who are older. It's a little bit more like.
Well, the three of us were born in between 1973 and 1975.
So it would be like
75, baby.
So it'd be like a 60. No, it'd
I
be a
was born in
60.
77.
Or I'm sorry, I forgot you were younger than us. My apologies. Anyway, go ahead, hon.
So it would be a 60-degree angle, like bow and 안녕하세요. And then like when you say like like who you are. Like you actually put like I am, which is imnida, is at the end of the sentence. So you'd be like, you know, 안녕하세요. You know,
Cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I can teach you a whole bunch, but
That's cool. Like I can say
how do you say motherfucker?
I was gonna say I can say bada fangul in Italian, you know.
And I'm not sure. I feel like it's like, so I know.
I mean, it's slang, but
So
yeah.
I know Jesse, Jasig, Jesse. I think so. Like Gacy. I'm trying to like because you put the Gacy.
Hey, Robin, welcome, hon.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Pookie, what's up, brother? It sounded like she said, "I'm a classy hoe."
you know, a lot
I
of
mean,
Koreans,
I am a classy hoe. No, I'm kidding.
I'm a classy hoe.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know much about. I've always been interested. I love Asian food. Every type of Asian food you can give me, I love it. So I've never understood the language, and I've tried to figure it out. Like I've been in different like Asian restaurants, and they're cooking and stuff, waiting for my food, and they're talking about you, and you're standing at the counter, and they're laughing and
Not always.
You know how they name their kids, right?
Oh God.
Oh no! Don't!
Here we go.
Just don't.
I know where he's going. I've heard this before. You got to hear it though. You got to hear it. Come on now.
They throw pots and pans down the stairs.
Tang, yeah.
Cringe.
You know what though? You know I admire them, but what they're doing, they're eating up all the motorcycles now. The old pan heads and the shovel heads and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're making custom bikes and shit out of them. And they're buying up all the original pots.
Absolutely.
And that's no joke. And they make some nice fucking bikes. They ship it all over there.
Yeah, they make good shit over there.
That shit to go around.
Right.
So you said that you love all Asian food.
I absolutely do. I always have.
Have you ever had hakodate?
Well, I may have.
It's called dancing squid.
That'll
I've had multiple types of squid, so
it's not alive. It's not alive. It is
it's not
like
the octopus.
It is. Well, you can either get it octopus or squid. I had it when I was in Korea, and you literally have to chew it because the tentacles will start to stick to the side of your mouth or your tongue.
Yeah.
Or your throat, and people die of that every year.
They have. I've seen that happen. I haven't physically seen it happen, but I've seen people like they've showed shit on TV where people have eaten pieces of that shit live, and the shit will stick to the inside of their throat and suffocate them.
Oh, I didn't have problems. I gagged, but I've never chewed with such like vigor and like speed in my entire life.
Yeah, you have to chew the shit out of it. Period. Like even Italian, oh shit, where'd it go? I just had a brain fart. What the hell?
Hey,
fuck. Breaded squid.
Oh, a calamari.
Calamari. Thank you. Sorry. Even that.
It's like fish assholes.
Yeah. That's it's squid, and it's very hard to tenderize squid or octopus because of the texture of their skin. So. If you don't chew the shit out of it, it never, like, I swear to God, a piece of calamari will last me for like 10 minutes chewing it. So,
You're not right. You got to come to Rhode Island when we're right off the water and it comes in fresh. They know how to cook that shit.
Oh, well, yeah, where you guys are at. Sure. What's up, Tyler? Welcome back, brother. I haven't seen you in a while.
You guys ever see that video of that, I think it was a Japanese girl eating that soft shell turtle live?
Oh, no.
Like,
yeah,
crunching in the fucking shell. I mean, literally eating the whole thing alive.
Oh,
never seen that.
It's pretty fucking
fish assholes. That's awesome. I love it.
No, I Korean food is phenomenal. Japanese food is phenomenal, but
my favorite is Japanese. Korean is very good. Szechuan or Vietnamese food, I should say. I like Vietnamese. Actual Chinese food, like Chinese, is kind of boring to me.
There's a difference between Chinese and American Chinese.
Yeah, that's the thing. Absolutely, 100%. Hey, Steve, what's up? My mother-in-law used to live next door to a guy that had a restaurant where in the city we lived in for a long time, and he been doing okay. No problem, Tyler. Much respect, brother. Do your schooling, get that shit done. Um, but he made a soup, and I love like wonton soup and like egg drop soup and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, he made the bone broth, the real bone broth, and
oh my gosh, it's so good with tofu.
It is, yeah, it's so fucking good. And he made it like old school for the way they made it down where he's from, and they don't sell it in restaurants the way he made it. And there was some shit in there that I didn't, I wasn't expecting. I'll say there was a little pieces of chicken, there was squid, or not squid, but octopus, actual octopus, and there was a couple other meats that they threw in there. So I'm eating this soup, and I'm like, oh god, I love it. And the broth is amazing. The way they cook it is so great. So I bite into a piece of octopus. I knew what that was. I bought in chicken. I knew what that was. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. I chewed it real fast and swallowed it. And then I bit something else. I didn't know what that was. I chewed that and swallowed it. And I bit something hard, which I'm just going to tell myself it was a piece of bone. I don't know if it was a beak or a nail or what the fuck it was, but it was whatever. But I'm telling you right now, Asians know how to cook, whether it's Filipino or Japanese is the best. I don't care what anybody says. Japanese sushi and their hibachi is the absolute best shit I've ever had in my life. Their rice is better. Everything. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I agree.
So, there's two things on this planet I won't eat. Is fucking tongue.
I'm very limited in any kind of Asian food that I've had.
What'd you say?
Are you scared of are you scared to try different things? Like some people are very bologna sandwiches.
No, we just don't have a lot around here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got burgers and fries where he lives.
I mean,
I live in Wisconsin. That's all we eat is everything's
Wisconsin. What did you say before that, Penny? Before he said what he said?
I said there's two things I won't eat. I watched that show. I can't fucking remember the name of it. What the guy goes around eating cow tongues and testicles, and I won't fucking.
Oh, what the fuck's that dude's name? Yeah, he'll eat
best food review.
The 1,000-year-old eggs and shit like that.
Yeah,
fuck all that.
Yeah. You open it up and it's got a fucking half fucking grown duck with hair in it. No.
Yeah, nope. I've had
a bag of Cheetos.
I've had cow's tongue. I've had.
I don't. You have to peel the membrane off of them.
Yeah, because you can't chew it. It's not. It's like.
I've had cow heart.
I've had that. I've had a lot of foods, guys. I'm very cultured when it comes to foods because I always wanted to try anything.
I just have exotic. Just draw my limit at tongues and balls.
I've had. So you've never had lamb fries?
No, not what fucking oyster. What do they call them? Fucking
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, sheep testicles.
No.
I had one, and I could not get past. And I'll tell you this. I'm sorry if I make any.
Of it popping in it. It's
well, that's what you can't get past. You have to chew it because it's solid. Okay, I bit into it, and I knew it was gonna fucking happen. As soon as I bit into it, it burst, and I fucking threw up everywhere. And I was like, "Yep, I'm done. Nope, never again."
Yeah, I heard some of them, the way they cook shit like that, it's very gelatinous. It's
well, in India they'll make goat.
And it's you see all these shows and they're eating up with the head, the balls, and the stomach, and it's what the fuck happened to the rest of the animal?
They eat everything that we don't eat, they'll eat everything we don't eat. Some foreign countries eat.
Give me a leg or something.
They eat everything on the animal. They think that it's a waste if you don't. So they'll eat everything.
I must be wasteful.
Yeah.
Can I have a pound of balls?
Yeah. Well, India, I was going to say, I watched a show the other day, and they made, what the hell was it? Goat testicles, but India style, and they can have them. They take what's inside of them and drain them, and they save that, and they mix that with something, and it's a delicacy to eat basically the semen from the testicles after you eat the testicles themselves. And I'm like, yeah, you can have that. I'm good.
They make soups out of stomach. You know what I cannot stand, and my grandmother used to eat, is fucking tripe.
That's nasty. Yeah, I know. Come on back up, Morty.
It looks like a goddamn sponge or something.
It's weird looking. Very, very weird looking. Yeah.
Oh,
I never had any issues with like texture or like the look of things. I'd always try it, but that I can't handle. Monkey brains, I had that before, and it doesn't look bad.
I won't fucking eat brains.
It doesn't taste.
Starve to death.
Cow's brains are really good. They taste like scrambled eggs, and monkey brains have more of a tart taste to them. And they're real like smushy, like, you know what I mean? It's a weird texture.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I've eaten my girl's ass, and that wasn't.
I had a soup in Korea, called Boshintong. And I didn't know at the time until after the fact, but it is kind of like hangover soup, and it's a very ancient recipe in Korea, and the meat is dog.
Yeah. There was a big thing on a big documentary about that. They sell rats, dogs, fucking cats.
So I don't judge cultures, and in Asian countries, dog and cats aren't deemed as like. It's changing now. The culture is changing definitely, with dogs being more of like a family animal, but they weren't. It's a food. It's a food source. Just like
anything
if you go to
India.
India.
You can eat.
What?
I said anything that has a heartbeat.
Right.
You can eat.
Yeah.
Right. And so I don't judge cultures. Like, in France, they eat horse. In India, they do not eat cow. And in America, we eat everything, but then we judge people for eating things that we deem.
In India, they eat a ton of goat.
Yeah.
Right. You go down to like El Salvador and stuff, they eat those big ass guinea pig looking things. Like people I just don't judge culture.
Well, a lot of them, they eat what they have. You know what I mean? Like some animals are like more available in certain places, so that's pretty much what they have. So, and I guess it's just what it is, I guess. But I can't imagine eating like a cat or a dog. But a lot of people, I
didn't know. I didn't know, but I'll be honest with you. Like I thought it was beef. Like I thought it was like flank steak or something. I didn't know until after the fact. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Well,
but then I realized it just kind of is what it is.
Yeah, there was a restaurant here where we live at. There was a buffet, like an Asian buffet. And I went there once, maybe twice a week for like 5 years. Okay. We loved that place. And I would always get the chicken and broccoli or the sesame chicken, or I liked their chicken. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And one weekend they got shut down. It was a Friday night. We went to go there, and there was yellow tape around the building. They were shut down. And then like 3 days later, it popped up on the news that the health department raided them, and they found a dumpster, like one of those big ass, like huge square dumpsters in the back, full of cat carcasses. And I said, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, but I was like, it was good. It just fucked with me because I love cats, and it's like, you know what? That's not cool. What's up, Heather? But over there, it's like that's what they eat. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's not as wide in like in Korea anymore. Like the dog farms have been pretty much all closed. So.
Yeah, I think it's Vietnam was where it was like a regular thing to eat cats, and it's just what they do. So I don't know.
There's documentaries you can see on Netflix, not Netflix, YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
About these, like what do they call it? Where it's like a street market.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they literally have like dogs in cages you can go buy for food.
Yeah.
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 And snakes and
bats.
Fucking anything.
They eat bats.
Yeah. That's where they were saying COVID came from.
Right. I don't believe that, but that's what they were saying.
Like somebody ate a fucking bat, and like next thing you know, 20 million people are fucking infected. Like,
oh, right.
Well, yeah. I also think that they'll use bat. They won't necessarily eat it, but they'll use it for medical, like home medicines. They'll cook it down and use different parts of the bat for like medicines for. Yeah.
Look, I look at it this way. God gave us these animals and these trees and marijuana bushes and seeds and berries and all that for a reason. It wasn't just to look pretty. So,
Right.
you know, if you choose to do it or eat it, I mean, so be it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I definitely am all for like respecting cultures. You know, if you know, India was like, oh, those Americans, they eat cows, like it's against their culture, it's against their religious beliefs.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they eat oxen. I mean, that's not that fucking far off.
Yeah, ox is kind of like a cow. It really is.
I don't know. All I know is I'm respectful of culture. If you eat dog, that's your culture. Who am I to judge you?
Right, right. Just
Next
exactly.
time I'm grocery shopping, I'm going to the pound.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go. Right, we're not gonna do that here because it's not a part of our culture. But in other places, it is, and you just have to respect people. And
it's pretty cool that you're so cultured, Rachel. I respect that a lot.
I try.
I do. You know, I always wanted to visit. I always wanted to tour Asia.
Me too.
Eat the food.
It's always been so fascinating to me.
Street foods and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you can get that shit for like $1, and you get a whole plate full.
Super cheap. The
that's
food.
What I'm actually. It's funny you guys are talking about that. I'm watching that right now on my TV, and they're showing like the Korean street foods and shit like that.
It's so cheap. You can eat there for like even like Airbnbs. So we got Airbnbs and we didn't pay ahead of time. We paid like the fee that like holds it until you're there.
Yeah.
If you paid in American currency, you could get like a 3-bedroom apartment for like $10 a night.
No shit.
That is like nothing.
Right.
If you're paying American currency now, like if you paid beforehand and then they have to like whatever, then it's a lot more. And a lot of like the street food, they want American currency because it's worth way more.
It's worth a lot more. So when you were in Korea, did you like get to like walk down through the town and like eat the street foods and stuff?
Yeah.
So you ate that big ass hot dog looking thing they dip in cheese?
The corn dog?
Is that what it is? Because I just saw.
That's kind of an Americanized thing.
It looks like a giant. Yeah, it looks like a giant kibasi. They dip it in like a cheese sauce, and then I didn't see what else they did with it, and somebody was chowing on it. So
that looks like corn dog. Like I know what you're talking about. It's Americanized. They serve different shit over there.
Yeah, there's so much.
I've heard you talk about the Korean corn dog, so yeah, I know what you mean about that.
Yeah,
you can get them though. You can.
Yeah, you can get them in America, but in Korea, it's everywhere. But I think I was like the fish cakes and sausages were probably my favorite.
What is it called?
It's like fish cakes, so it's like they I actually don't like really know what it's rice cake, and then they cover it with like fish sauce and like shredded powdered fish. And they put it like on a skewer stick with like little sausages. They're really good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. Morty just texted me. She said she got a call. That's why she dropped out, and she's gonna go to bed early, and she'll talk to us tomorrow.
That's fine. No problem. Good night, hon. If you can hear me. Oh, you still there, Popper? Popper. Hey, Popper.
Pop, 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 pop.
Big Papa.
I love when you call me Big Papa.
I was going to do that next, but yeah, I'm watching. They're making rice, like the Korean street food. They're making rice right now. It's called butter rice and something else. Is their rice any different than what we would have here?
Everything doesn't have like the fake flavoring there.
Yeah.
So even like their sweet stuff, it doesn't seem as sweet.
Right.
There's no preservatives.
Yeah, they're serving something like a rice. It's a butter rice, and then there's like a bed of looks like weeds.
You guys ever have an oxtail?
I have, yeah. I make those.
Yeah.
I am here. I've gotten 3 phone calls since we've been live.
How rude.
Yeah, he's got to set his priorities straight again. I'm fucking done with it.
I think we should take a vote.
Mm-hmm.
Priorities.
There's only pretty much 2 types of phone calls that I'll take while we're live, and
one from me or one from Rachel.
It definitely wasn't Rachel because she's up here. No,
well, she could have been like video chatting you and doing sign language.
They're doing Skype.
It was work related.
She's like, look at this, look at that.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making. Yeah, we're just busting your balls. No big deal. So Morty is. I think you saw it already because you commented in chat. But she's going to bed. She got something early in the morning, so we're just the 4 of us tonight. So we got to make it work. We weren't talking about food, so.
We're talking about cuisine.
Yes, cuisine.
What's your favorite kind of food, Mr. Popper?
Yeah, that's my question to you, sir.
So basic.
No, it's probably actually Asian food. Like,
yeah, see,
but and I'm not even. I'm not saying this because Rachel's in here. Like,
oh yeah, Roy.
Whatever.
But it's like it's the Americanized Asian food, though.
I don't like that shit. It's gross.
You don't like it, or you do like it better?
I do like it. I mean, I've never had like authentic. Like we don't. I'm sure
if you go to like a Thai restaurant or something, they'll give you. If you ask for something like, I worked for a Chinese restaurant for a long time when I was like in my early 20s, and I used to have them cook me the shit they would eat like before my shift started and stuff, and the whole family would sit around the table. That's what I ordered, and it was nothing like what they sell you.
I'm sure if I looked hard enough, there's something around here. We have it's not a large city, but a fairly decent sized city that's about 40 minutes from me. I'm sure they have something there. Basically all we have around here are like the buffets and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they sell shit like General Tso's chicken and
that
like
kind of stuff.
They don't even eat that shit in China.
That's what I mean. It's all Americanized like food.
I like it. I'm not going to say it's disgusting. I do like it. I grew up on it, but I've learned to try to track down the places that will actually go out of their way to make you genuine food, and it's off menu items. And all you have to do is just go in there and play and ask.
I don't eat out a lot either.
Oh, neither do I. I mean, I eat a lot, but I don't eat out a lot.
If I eat out, it's usually like I go to Subway quite a bit, just because it's quick and easy and it's healthier than getting a freaking Whopper or a Big Mac or.
I haven't been to a fast food restaurant in 3 years, at least a drive-through restaurant like Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's.
Yeah, I try to not.
I cannot go to those. I cook every night for myself and my girl, and even for my ex. And when I was alone,
that's weird.
I would rather go to the store and know what the hell I'm cooking and eating.
Right.
That is so weird. Maybe that's a corn dog.
I have a fairly boring. I eat the same thing, and it's not because that's what I enjoy. It's because
convenience.
He's a health freak.
No, I'm definitely not a health freak. I try to be, and I know, like I know the nutritional information on certain things, like. The steak I buy, I know exactly like 4 ounces is 170 calories and blah, blah, blah. And the hamburger meat that I buy is 170 calories.
It depends on the cut of meat too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I buy the lean. It's the sirloin tip steaks are one of the leanest steaks.
Yeah.
And that's what I buy.
Top round is like the leanest. There's like no fat.
See, the diet I'm on is completely different. I'm like on a high fat intake diet because of that keto thing. That's what they want you to have. So,
I eat a lot of steak, a lot of stuff with like a very lean ground beef, like a 93% lean ground beef.
I usually buy that, but you have to be careful with the turkey.
Yeah,
people think ground turkey is healthy. Sometimes it has more fat in it.
Depends on how much you eat.
No, and when I first started eating somewhat healthier, I started with the ground turkey, and then I realized that the ground turkey is just as bad as the ground beef. If you get like the 80-20 ground beef,
because they put skin in with it.
Yeah.
So ew.
They grind it all together.
I switched to the 93% lean ground beef,
Yeah, I'll eat ground beef over anything any day.
It's
as long as I know
significantly
the content.
it's a lot more expensive, but
I never seen anything like these people they're taking like churros and they're wrapping them around a hot dog and then deep frying it.
Jesus.
Like churro batter, I should say.
Hmm.
That's weird. So what's your favorite food, Penny?
Pookie!
Do you really want me to answer this
On your
question?
ninja foodie.
Rachel,
I know what you're gonna say,
Rachel?
Pookie. Or I mean
What?
Penny.
am I Jackson?
No!
She's very lean.
No.
I'm just gonna say she's very lean and
I knew what you were gonna
digest it
say.
easily. So
Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
No.
you cannot ask me these questions.
If I would have seen you and been like, "That's Jackson," I probably would have blocked you and ran away.
I can't hold my tongue.
I'm about to change my profile picture tomorrow.
Honestly, my favorite food is Italian.
Are you gonna change it to Jackson? Because I'm gonna don't. I'll die.
No, I wouldn't change it to Jackson.
You gotta go to Costco and act it up and be like, "I'm not a sheep."
No, I was talking about changing it to my actual picture.
No, don't do that. Don't dox yourself, please.
All right, we all know what you look like. I don't think somebody seeing your face would dox you, really. I mean, that's just what you look like. But
he is a 6'7" black man.
I know you're joking.
That is funny, though.
I don't know anything about Jackson, but I've heard Jackson isn't very intelligent.
No.
And
at least not from what I've seen.
I'm not a genius, but I'm not stupid either.
You're pretty smart, dude. I'll say that much. I'll give you that. And you're a pretty good guy, too. We were just talking about that earlier.
Ninja fucking foodie.
That is funny.
Okay, I got a question.
I was bashing him bad.
Never mind. I'm not going to ask that question.
Sorry,
what was the question?
I'll text it to you.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's private conversations now.
No, it's not. No.
Why?
Because I don't want to bring up this name.
Oh, God.
It's gonna happen anyway. It's all right.
Can I bring it up if I can?
You can say whatever you want.
I was just gonna ask. Didn't they give Jackson a bunch of shit over the ninja?
Yes.
And then didn't Isaac just turn around like 3 months ago and go buy a ninja?
Yes, he did. Same way he does everything. I think that's why Pookie said that.
Where did Pennywise go?
Bronx, you can't.
I'm right here.
There's no way that you're old, hon. Because like I said before, I'm 47. Pennywise is 46, and Popper's 44. So,
and Rachel's 28.
Rachel's 28, and
no, I'm not.
29. I'm sorry. And Morty has told us that she was 52. So don't worry about age.
She's 74 years old.
Well, I mean, so be it. She sounds good.
Me? I'm
Morty.
42. I'm 42. I'm barren, and I'm not a nerd.
You're barren.
You're definitely not 42.
No.
I mean, that's what I said. Kid at this age,
Popper, I was like,
that's not old, Bronx. That's not old, hon. Not at all. And you're only as young as you feel. Just remember that.
Oh, I mean, 92.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel about 85, so.
My girl had some issues, so she cannot get pregnant. So that's a fucking blessing. So I can just fucking blow loads like it's crazy.
Oh,
I knew that's where he was going with that one.
Did they try to make a big deal out of that? Like saying, "Oh, see, she lied. She's actually 42."
No.
Oh,
he just said it's for like it was like one time, but like I just think it's funny.
Do I ever not cease to amaze you guys or what? What the fuck?
You do. You're hilarious.
Yes, hasn't happened yet. So, Menudo. Holy
That's so
shit!
good.
What is
Menudo?
That's a band from the '80s.
No.
Yeah, you guys don't. I know you two remember Menudo.
It's also a soup.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense why they named. There was like 7 of them. They were all Latino American.
So I think it's got cow stomach in it, and then it's like based with like, is it like red chili pepper? It's got like hominy and onion and oregano and
Cow stomach.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
cow
Pookie.
stomach.
See, Pookie knows. How old are you, Pookie? I mean, if you want to tell us. But anyway, yeah, Menudo. That's where Ricky Martin started, was in Menudo.
Pookie's in between 18 and 47.
Never heard of that band.
I'm gonna say that Pookie is
18 and 47. That's hilarious.
33.
Yes, Robin, he was in Menudo.
He's between a black guy, a white guy, and a Latino guy. He's between 5 foot and 7'4".
See, everybody's dating themselves now. I remember Menudo, so Brandy's probably our age too. Pam says she's 55. We don't have that many young people in here. Everybody's right around our age.
We're all old and washed up.
Yeah, well.
I know.
I bet you I have the youngest. I bet you I have the youngest spouse.
Well, Pookie's kicked out. He's 16.
He ain't about 16.
I know.
My girl's 31 years old. I got me a little hottie.
Yeah, guys, you're going to have to start watching your mouths now because Pookie's underage.
If he's 16, I'm fucking blacker than the Ace of Spades.
Well, see, there's another one. Same age as Rachel. Never heard of Menudo, the food, until tonight. So, learn something new every night.
It's really good soup.
It sounds like it probably could be. But
I feel like
that name is like Latino. So, is it a Latino type food, or is it more of a... Okay. That's what I thought, based on the name of it. But, okay. I'll have to check it out one time then. I love eating anything that's not normal, so... Anything exotic, I will definitely try it once. I love alligator and crocodile. Alligator's a lot more tender than crocodile, but I love them. Like, you could skewer it and grill it. It's amazing.
You know, that's normally only the tail, right? Though that they eat.
Yeah, that's where most of them eat. You can get it out of their legs, and there's a piece on their back that is like if you can get it cut. Yeah, that's one little piece. That's about it. Yeah, we're the same age, Robin. I think, we did talk about that. But everything else is just like gristle and muscle and fat and bone and shit like that. So,
I got a confession to make. I was born in 1776.
1776.
Yeah, I am in a cryogenic. They just gave me a phone, and
you're hanging out with Walt Disney.
I'm looking at his head right now.
Got you. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I use it.
So creepy.
I knew it. I knew he was going to find a way to turn it that way.
Hey, I'm not that sick in the head, am I?
Yeah, what the hell? They go.
What's that?
Where did that? What you? Or is it me that kind of went crazy there? You just mind your business over there, Popper.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
All I heard him say is sometimes I use it, and I don't. Never mind.
If you're in a cryogenic lab or whatever with just the head, and you're lonely, what are you going to do with it?
Why?
You drop the jaw down.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Nobody's going to see.
Not too many people could say they had a blowjob from Walt Disney.
Well, you know.
Has anybody in here ever eaten any kind of bugs?
I have. My son used to get them all the time online. Crickets and ants, chocolate covered this and that, and he'd sit there and eat them, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I've had sauteed crickets, deep chocolate covered ants, and chocolate covered cricket or grasshoppers. Sorry.
No, thank you.
Yeah, the grasshoppers, yeah.
They're actually not bad.
Now you eat it. It tastes like a piece of chocolate. I mean, you might
be Elizabeth, welcome, hon.
There is a thorax involved. I am good.
Thank you so much, hon. What? Thorax?
Thorax. Insects have a thorax. They don't, yeah.
The fuck is a thorax? Is that like a clitoris or something?
Bone right down below your chest there that separates your stomach from your rib cage?
Huh?
No. Yeah. Wait.
No. Well, kind of, yeah, it's like the region.
Right. I do love Mexican food too, strike first. That's my second love, and then Italian is my third.
All right.
I got laid in the KFC bathroom once?
That's good to know. I'm glad I know that
did. Now. I was like in my teens.
What'd you say, Popper?
He'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Thorax is the ass. No, Pookie. What the fuck? That is not the ass. It's okay. It's like the mid region, like from between your chest and your stomach.
I thought that was just sternum.
Sternum. That's right. The fuck am I saying? I know this shit. All right, Rachel, where are you at?
I'm right here.
Okay, explain the thorax.
Well, for insects have like what, 3 different parts?
Three different sections, yeah.
So they have 3 different their thoraxes are like 3 different areas. I don't really actually know but like
an exoskeleton.
It's like where it separates.
So like the thorax is like the area between the chest.
Yeah. So
underneath the collarbone.
Right.
So like the abdomen. So the root of the neck, the breast and the muscles and the skin. The thorax, it's a cavity.
Yes.
Like where your lungs sit and stuff like that.
Right. Pookie said ass, sternum, same shit.
They're a little far apart, Pook.
Well, I guess it depends on who you are.
Yeah, I shit out of my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Enchiladas are very good, strike first. I think my favorite Mexican food, I would have to say, are chimichangas. Seafood, beef, and chicken chimichangas. I love them.
Did you say seafood, beef, and chimichanga?
Seafood, beef, and chicken, yes.
That's not seafood, it's beef and chicken.
No, listen. I like seafood chimichangas, chicken chimichangas, and beef chimichangas. That's what I meant. Sorry.
There's seafood chimichangas?
Hell yeah. They put shrimp, crab, and lobster. Yeah. And they mix it all in there. There's seafood burritos, too. Oh, that's my favorite. And they put that white cheese sauce on top of that shit. Damn.
You know what they have over here that's really popular? It's called surf and turf. You'll get a steak and then baked stuffed shrimp.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's bomb.
Well, yeah, we got that around here.
You guys have
it's not going to be like, well, I guess, never mind.
It could be anything, but you get a steak, like mashed potatoes, and you get like some baked stuffed shrimp, and it has like a cracker dressing on top.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Well, you guys have on it. Seafood is like a very accessible where you're at, so.
Oh yeah, it's cheap over here. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't get it fresh here. It has to be shipped in on ice here for us to get it semi-fresh.
You ever hear of call hogging?
No.
Me and my buddy George go call hogging almost all summer long, and like
what the
clams,
heck is it?
call hogs. You never heard of a call hog?
How do you spell it?
I don't know how to fucking spell call hog. I'm not.
Is it like a C? Start with a K or a C?
A Q.
Q. Okay, that's why I was asking you to spell it.
It's an edible clam.
Wait, what?
It's a clam. It's a clam.
We call it a claw hog over here.
Okay.
We're fucking weird, but we can go over here. We get a couple of bushels of them, and make $100.
No shit.
Oh, they're
You
just
use rakes and you grab them, and yeah.
Family
Nice.
Guy makes so much more sense to me now.
Uh-huh.
And it's all free.
Yeah, we used to, when I lived in Florida,
Or you can go clamming. You got to do that on low tide.
I always wanted to do the clamming thing. I went shrimping multiple times, and right out of the Indian...
That does not sound good.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it after I was coming out of my mouth.
Drugs.
I know all about that one, but I have never done that. I've actually went and caught live shrimp to eat. There, that sounds better. Indian River, right where it flows into the ocean over there. When I lived down in New Smyrna Beach, we'd go out at like 11 o'clock at night, and we drop these lights in the water, and it attracts the shrimp to the boat. And we have these nets, and we drop them. We just pull like thousands upon thousands of shrimp out of the water at no cost whatsoever. Then we go home in the morning when we clean them all, freeze them, and we had shrimp to last us the whole damn summer.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone fishing for sturgeon?
Yeah. Yep.
Lake sturgeon.
Sure have. Lake Erie.
We go for like bluefish, which is greasy, stripers, and flounder.
Flounder.
All in the bay, like the flatfish.
Yeah.
They're good eating.
We have, around here, we have walleye, which is my favorite.
Tautog.
What'd you say?
I said a fish called tautog.
Never heard of that one. But we go, well, when we go fishing for like fresh fish.
No, I'm talking saltwater.
Okay, yeah. No, we don't have that.
We're freshwater people over here, Pennywise.
Yeah, for real though.
Well, we have largemouth bass, pickerel. We have pike. We have like catfish, which is big.
Yeah, we do a lot of catfishing here. Perch, haddock, or not haddock, perch, catfish,
smallmouth bass.
Yeah, bass. What the fuck out? Crappie.
Yep.
Catfish, I said.
Do you have a ton of sunfish? If I ever catch one, I throw them back.
We don't ever get them. Not around here.
It's either they're called sunfish or pumpkins.
We do.
I don't have any of that I've seen around here. With steelhead, we get a lot of steelhead and pike.
Yeah. They're bony pike.
Yeah. But walleye is like my favorite. And then, of course, well, if I go a little south to go fishing, like towards West Virginia, there's a lot of trout we can pull out. Brown trout, rainbow trout.
We got rainbow trout, brook trout.
I love rainbow trout.
Yeah.
Penny, are you talking about like ocean sunfish, like those big weird looking ones?
No, sunfish, like it's they're like the size of like a dollar bill almost.
Oh, so like a bluegill.
Get them in like freshwater lakes.
Oh yeah, bluegill.
Yeah.
We have tons of those around here.
I was thinking you were talking about those giant ocean sunfishes.
Angelfish.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They're the freshwater ones. They'll eat anything.
Okay.
I would.
Bluegill. Is that what you call them down there?
Yeah, bluegill. We have those. Yeah, you can catch those left and right down here.
That's what I taught my son to fish on. Like just letting him reel in a few bluegill or sunfish. And they like I said, they bite on anything.
Yeah, yep. They'll bite on shit, whatever. You can put shit on the end of it and they'll bite it. I think with catfish.
You have carp?
Oh, God, yeah. We have tons of those. We have spillways that people go, they'll park their cars like a causeway, and there's like these carp manifestations where they're all breeding, I guess. And there's just like millions of them they're like on top of each other, flip-flopping, and people are throwing bread at them and they'll eat it.
I was going to say, that's what we use over here, bread.
Yep.
Catch those suckers.
I don't eat those because they're dirty as shit, but.
Why are they dirty?
They're bottom feeders out here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, catfish are too.
Yeah, they are
I was going to say, whenever I catfish, I throw something out there and I weight it down to the bottom, and they're sucking it along the bottom of the lake, and you got to put the smelliest, nastiest bait.
Yeah, I'll usually when I go catfishing, I'll usually fish with like old shrimp or something like that, and they jump on it like crazy.
You know it's illegal in Rhode Island to use corn to catch trout.
Really?
Because yeah, that's what they feed them in the hatcheries. So they go after it. So if you get caught,
because you can catch so many so easy. I got you.
Yeah, they like DEM will come, and they will fucking take they'll take your car, your fishing equipment, everything.
Yeah, fish and game. That's what they're called here. They're like that here. If you're only allowed to take so many fish out of the lakes, and you can.
Yeah, over here it's Department of Environmental Management.
Yeah. I don't know. Popper is pretty much the same. Probably the same way we are here, because I mean we share. They have Lake Michigan and whatnot. We have Lake Erie here, and it's basically the same type of fish and the same type of the rules, I think.
Isn't that like one of the deepest lakes in the country?
What's that?
I have Lake Michigan too.
Yeah, you do too, and I think you guys have.
I have Lake Superior as well.
That's it, Lake Superior. Yeah, we have Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and then we have a bunch of little ones too, but. Lake Erie is the biggest one that we have around here.
We're surrounded by old dams, old reservoirs, quarry pits, all that. I mean, we catch 9-10 pound fucking largemouth bass like daily.
There's we have a place out this way, and it's called Mosquito Lake, and it was dug out during World War II, and they used it to make like the shells. For the war and for cooling or something, they filled it. There's a man-made lake, and there's actually like roads that you can drive across if you were to go under the water when they drain it. But there's actually catfish in there that I saw one pulled out of there one time that was the size of a small child, literally.
I did when I was like 15. I caught one like that out of this place called Tyoke Lake.
Okay.
And that fucking thing was like 15 pounds.
This one was bigger than that, dude. I'm telling you, it was like 3.5, almost 4 foot long. They called it. There was like they had a fishing tournament type thing, and if you caught this thing, you won like $10,000 or some shit. It's been in there. They said they've been trying to catch this thing for like 25 years, and they had a picture of it. Yeah, somebody hooked it one time, and they used a. Like one of those ocean hooks that they used in the oceans, those big fuckers.
Yeah.
And he ripped the fucking line in half. That's how big he was. And I'm like, that's a fucking dinosaur, like Loch Ness or some shit. That's not a real fish.
I've caught largemouth bass with hooks still stuck in them with broken line on them.
Nice.
I have. I've been fishing my whole life. But yeah, you reel one in. I caught an albino smallmouth bass one time.
Really?
One of the rarest fish. Yep.
Now, do you keep big ones and like mount them or anything, or do you just?
I have it's like a 10.5 pound one that I gave to my uncle that I caught, and
damn.
But no, I'm usually catch and release unless it's trout. Then I bring them home and cook them.
Oh god, those are so good, so fucking. And that's how we are with walleye here. If we can get a hold of them, they taste a lot like trout. So,
you ever cook a trout with its tail on? You can eat it like a potato chip.
No, I never have.
Fry it in the pan with the tail on it and fry it on both sides. You can eat that fucking thing like a potato chip.
No shit.
Yep.
Never tried that.
Probably people think I'm gross, but
no.
I've dressed deer, I've hunted, I've done everything. I've killed rabbits, squirrels, like.
Oh yeah. Been there, done that too.
I'm not afraid to eat fucking anything. Like,
wow.
I love squirrel, a rabbit stew. I've made squirrel. I mean, you got to catch a few of them to get any kind of real like meat off of them. But I've had just about everything. I've had snake multiple times, swordfish, shark. That's the biggest fish I ever caught, and I didn't catch it. I hooked it, and it jumped out of the water when I was in Florida. It was a swordfish. Scared the shit out of me. I dropped the whole pole and everything in the water and ran because it was that fucking big when it came out of the water. And I've had quite a bit food wise to eat. I've eaten nasty shit that I didn't like either just to try it. Possum is absolutely fucking disgusting.
I've never had possum. I have a friend that has eaten skunk and fucking
Nope.
I'm not kidding you. Like, he's like, oh, you just take the sack out and clean
Never
it
done
and
that.
this and that, and it's just as good as any other meat. I'm like, well, you can have it all for your fucking self.
He said sack. That was cool.
The sack where they spray from.
Oh yeah, I know what you meant. I've tasted raccoon meat once. It's disgusting. It's like possum.
Be careful eating that shit though.
I know, because they get a bunch of diseases and shit like that.
Worms and you'll be infested.
I think that's about it.
They're trash pandas.
Yep.
I had a girlfriend years ago that had pet raccoons. She had the mother raccoon and then like 4 or 5 like baby raccoons as pets.
And they'll bite the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
One of them did bite me. This was like, I'm talking years ago, like high school years, and I was staying the night and woke up, and I kind of like I think I like reached over to touch her shoulder or something like that, and these baby raccoons are like running around the room and everything, and one of them just latched onto my arm.
Oh, that's sad.
I like Alaskan cod, Miss Amy. That's pretty good. It's pretty meaty too. We get a lot of that around here. Shipped in, and then restaurants will serve a lot of that with a perch and haddock too.
Yeah.
I like all that shit. I like anything really. I mean, I'll try it once.
I was gonna say that. Are you one of those people, like one of those people that'll try it once?
Yep, that's me. At least one time. I love seafood. Like just about anything that is from the water, from the ocean, or whatever. I love it. I'll eat it all. I love oysters. I love clams. I've had eel one time. I didn't care for that too much. It was kind of.
I've had that before. We used to catch them in the river, like they're crazy.
Yeah,
the eels.
Deer meat.
Oh my god, that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's good.
My brothers are hunters. My brother actually 2 years ago also got a black bear tag, and he shot 600-pound black bear.
That's a type of meat that I've never had that I've always wanted to try.
I've got a whole bunch of it in my freezer. Come and visit me.
Bear meat, huh? I've heard it's really stringy and gamey, like real tough and stringy and gamey.
No, I didn't. I think bear meat reminds me probably the closest to like beef, even closer than like venison for sure. Like deer meat.
See, I love like venison. Venison steak, and like I love to take a venison roast and put that in the crock pot, let it cook all day long. Venison burgers. I mean, I can walk out on my back deck and look behind my garage, and I see 3 to 5 deer a day. So they're all over the place out here.
Yeah.
Over here too. There's a hunting season, that you can't hunt them.
Right.
Unless you're bow hunting, I think.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, at least here, I think bow season here starts the end of October, and it goes for a couple weeks, and then right around Thanksgiving is when gun season starts, and then that goes for 2 weeks, I think, and then after that is black powder season, and then that goes for 2 weeks, and then they're done. But they were talking about in Ohio, they were talking about opening it up for everything through the whole month of November. But I think that would be chaotic.
Over here, they're overrunning neighborhoods and shit now.
Yeah, we have that here too.
Like you go out in your yard and there's like 3 fucking deer.
Well, before I'm sorry.
So bow season only lasts a couple weeks in Ohio?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks. No, wait. November. Yeah, it's the first 2 weeks in November, I believe. I'll have to look it up to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I think in Michigan it's like the entire month of October and like half the month of November, and then I think it ends the day before gun season. Gun season is only.
That's how ours is too, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me because I haven't been. They changed it a few years back. well, like 10 years ago. But
our gun season's only 2 weeks, and then that's not including the muzzle loading because that's different.
If you're lucky enough to know
black
somebody
powder,
that
yeah.
has big private property, you can hunt all year long.
Yeah, well, like my property, like I said, there's 3 acres behind me. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I was wrong. That did change big time. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's check it for deer. Yeah. Damn. Okay. I lied 100%, guys. So in Ohio, archery season opens up September 25th, and it closed on February 6th.
That's a long, yeah.
No shit.
That's a long.
That's new. That never used to be like that. And then I was right about gun season. Oh, that's youth gun season. Is November 20th to 21st. Now, opening season for gun and adult gun is November 29th, and it runs. They changed all this shit. This is brand new. December 5th. Opening date December 18th through December 19th. That doesn't seem right. That's weird. Let me check it again.
Say you own 20 acres.
Yeah.
Anytime you can go out there and pop a fucking deer off and dress it, and it's perfectly legal if it's on your land.
Well, here, okay. Like I said, I have...
In this state it is.
Yeah. Here I know if... Okay. The way I was told it works, like if I go in my backyard and there's a deer and I shoot it,
I'm allowed to report it, but you don't have to.
I'm allowed to do that, but I cannot get a tag for it. If that makes sense to you, okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, if I walk in like across the street, because there's woods across the street from my house too, and I shoot it over there, that's poaching. So.
Yeah, you can't do that illegally. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I could do that here, and then I don't think we have any regulations on rabbits.
Nah, there's not really any over here either, because they're another thing. They're everywhere.
We have tons of them.
I had a garden at my last house. I had to completely fence that in. One, I had like almost 50 chickens and multiple ducks, so they'd rip it apart.
Right.
And then the fucking rabbits in the morning, they would be ripping everything apart. So we had to like completely enclose our garden.
I was thinking about...
They would fuck everything up.
I was thinking about getting chickens just to have for the eggs, but I have so many fucking coyotes over here.
You got coyotes, owls, and
real
owls
bad.
will come down, rip its head off, and leave the carcass.
Yeah, I have big ass owls out here too. I think I told you guys about that.
Yeah, they're expensive too, unless you free range them. But if you're gonna go buy food for them and stuff, it way outcosts the price of the meat and the eggs that you're gonna get out of them.
But they're cute.
So, and you have to house them in the winter. I mean, they're very...
yeah, they have to be kept warm and all that shit. So, yeah,
they're very hardy animals. But, you normally, if you have a bunch of them and stuff, and you don't want to lose your flock, you'll put a few heat lamps out there, and they're expensive to run.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
Get under 12, and then you can bring them in the house in the winter.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Are you kidding me? No, but you'd have on your floor.
We had a neighbor in the one township I lived in that had turkeys living inside their house. I was like, how in the fuck are you? Yeah, that's gross.
I hate turkeys.
Rachel loves turkeys.
No, I don't. They're terrible. Okay. Should I tell you the story? You want to hear a story about why Rachel hates turkeys?
Go right ahead.
So when I was 16 years old, I had just gotten my driver's license, and I just gotten my first car, which was a 1998 Pontiac Bonneville. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I was driving, and there was some road construction on the highway, so there was like roundabouts. I don't know what y'all call them everywhere. The stupid twisty turns.
Roundabout is a circle.
Yeah, right.
You get on and off like the freeway or whatever. And I was going around this. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was the only car on the whole damn road. And as I came around, a turkey flew into the front of my car. It was the biggest freaking turkey I had ever seen in my life. I was terrified. I called my dad screaming and crying, and he said, throw the blanket in your trunk over it and put it in your trunk. I'm on my way. I called the DNR. So I get out of my car, I get the blanket, and I'm like walking up to this. I'm sobbing because I feel so bad that I killed this poor turkey. That motherfucker velociraptored at me, had his claws up in the air, and chased me back to my car.
Nice.
It wasn't dead.
It wasn't dead. You just shocked it. Just shocked it.
Never been so. I almost hit him again because I sped away. Like
turkeys are kind of like we have wild turkeys over here. Out here,
you ever see the females? How ugly they are.
They're ugly as hell. Yeah, I was gonna say that. And we have tons of wild turkeys out here. There's probably flocks of like 30 of them that run around in the woods back in here, and they're fucking huge and they're mean as hell. If you go like walk towards them, they charge and they start making that fucking god awful noise. I've ran from turkeys numerous times.
Like
I take my gun and shoot at that.
Well, if I have a gun, I'm going to shoot it, but I don't when I'm out and about like that. But
sandhill cranes are mean too.
I've never dealt with one of them.
I've went out in my yard because, like I said, I had like 50 chickens and probably 15 ducks, and the wild turkeys would come in the yard, and they'd try to be getting into the nest and eating their food and shit like that. Oh, I'd go into my shed and grab my shotgun, and I'd be fucking blasting.
Right.
Like, and the whole flock would run. My chickens were scared as shit. They'd run when all those big birds came in because they were like 20 times their size.
Oh god, yeah, they're huge.
They're horrible.
Like, I'd be fucking shooting at those motherfuckers.
My neighbor down the road has a peacock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mike, I thought somebody was getting murdered down there one day. But when we first moved out here, I'm standing outside in the driveway, and I hear this god-awful scream. Sound like a woman screaming. And I'm like, what in God's name? And I had to literally get in my car and drive up the road because it was probably, I'd say about a quarter mile. That's how loud this thing was. And I look over to the left, and I seen this thing just spread eagle in the side of his yard. And I'm like, what the hell? I rolled the window down, and I'm looking, and this thing's screaming. I mean, letting out this horrendous scream, and I'm going, oh, okay, that's going to get irritating.
I know.
It's off topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a question for Rachel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Popper, come on.
Popper, what are you doing?
Why you always got to ask questions to Rachel?
I ain't got a question.
Ask a question.
I was just gonna ask you if you've ever watched his name's Nigel something another. He does the Uncle Roger character on YouTube.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I was just curious.
Uncle.
Now you're gonna have her.
No, Uncle Roger. He Roger. He's an Asian guy. He lives in the UK. I believe he lives in the UK. He's a comedian. His real name is Nigel something another. I can't remember.
That sounds so fucked up. Uncle Roger is an Asian guy that lives in the UK. That
yeah.
It's like there's so many things that okay.
But he does
fried rice. Yes, I have.
I feel like I'm trying to put a puzzle piece together.
I was scrolling through YouTube and what's the name of that channel again? Moon Tell That. Have you ever seen that one?
Okay. Maybe.
That one popped up and it made me think of Uncle Roger. Moon Tell That is I think it's an Albanian guy that's married to, I think she might be Vietnamese.
And she's from the Ukraine.
No, they no.
Oh my gosh.
Her parents are Japanese.
They're from Lithuania.
Who?
I don't know. I was just decided to be.
She was just going along with the narrative.
Pennywise.
Penny.
I gotta drive all the way into Illinois again tomorrow. When did I become an old person?
I think it was yesterday, right? You told me.
I swear, I feel like It's like 9:45. I'm not on medication, and I'm like ready for bed.
Go to bed.
I don't want to yet. Where did Dago go?
He went to your bed. He's in there waiting with a rose in his mouth and a glass of champagne.
Help. Help.
Nobody's in my bed. It ain't fucking late enough. My girl's not home. She better get home soon, though, because I'm going to eat all her fucking rice and her beans. And then I'm going to fart on her all night.
Oh, my man.
So what else is going on? She like backs up to me and like farts and then.
Well, I'm in the process of packing a bag.
Where are you going?
Pick up some bear meat.
Oh, you're gonna come visit?
Oh, Lazy knows who I'm talking about. Wouldn't tell that.
I saw. He said, "I really like their channel."
Yeah, they're funny. They're very funny.
So how long is it going to be before you guys shake hands and say, "Hi, I'm Rachel"?
Whenever Rachel.
I'm not going to do that afterwards for sure. I don't know. We're planning it, right?
I'm a fucking nasty motherfucker. You already know that. So just
whenever Rachel's ready, all she's got to do is let me know, and I'll make it happen. Because I can make people cover my shifts for me.
When are you going to come visit me?
Where are you at, Rhode Island? That's a long drive.
What if I like talk to you a lot online and show you some titty pics?
You know what? Did Dago go poop?
Probably.
I'm right here.
Oh.
He's on the toilet right now. You didn't hear it flush? I heard something drop.
Yeah, I'm... Sorry.
I
thought I was on off mute, and I was talking to you guys the whole time, and I'm like, why aren't they answering me? Okay.
Because we couldn't hear you.
I'm like, you fucking rude bastards, and then I look down, I'm like, oh, dumbass, you're muted.
I try to stay away from your neck of the woods, Penny.
Why?
I don't want you to come visit me anyway. I know you'd fall in love instantly, and I don't need that kind of shit. I mean,
what about me?
The last time I was in Penny's neck of the woods, I got a huge ticket.
Or?
I think I told you about this, Rachel. No. What?
Improper. Was it you?
I do got an application into Morty. I heard she's looking
for lady of the night.
She's looking for a number one hoe.
Morticia wants to meet up with me in Pennsylvania for some reason. I'm not going to say why, but she wants to say. She's been telling me, let's just meet up in Pennsylvania. I don't give a fuck.
Well, if that happens, then I'll just drive over. It's 40 minutes from me, so we'll all be together then.
It's probably about 7 hours.
We're just going to visit old friends.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
She's like, I want to fucking see it. I will come out there.
Absolutely.
No, I have not seen that video, Lazy.
When are you going to come see me, Popper?
I don't know. I'm actually not.
You don't even give a fuck about me. He's like, oh, no, what the fuck? Why? Fuck you.
I mean, so you're probably a good, I don't know, I'd say 5 hours away from me. Penny is probably 11, 12, 13 hours away from me. Rachel's only like 3.5 hours away from me.
Morty's far from me. She's in Galveston. She is way far.
Oh yeah, she's far.
She's away from all of us. Like,
yeah,
that's a plane trip. That ain't no car ride.
I was down in her neck of the woods last year, but I wasn't on Twitter then, so I had no idea who Morticia was back then.
Jackson was totally on Twitter this time last year.
Was he?
Yeah, you were on Twitter last year, dude. We know.
Oh, I forgot.
Calm down.
To answer
another shot.
To answer your question, Penny, for supposedly using my cell phone while I was driving. That's what I got a ticket for.
That's illegal there?
Yeah, it's you got to go hands free.
Yep.
No shit.
Apparently, it is in Wisconsin too.
It is, but I break the law. I'm a rebel.
I mean,
Oh,
You're not allowed to.
I'll drive right past the cop, and I'll just be like, "Hold on." If I'm talking to somebody, hold on, and I put it down near my leg, right past the cop.
Yep, that's
and
exactly what
bring
I
the phone
do.
back up.
Well, we're not allowed to text here, but we can talk on our phones.
I'll put a fucking elastic around my head and like strap the phone to my head. Like, hey,
right?
I'm motherfucker, I'm hands free. It's my fault I was born with this birthmark of a cell phone.
All I did was pick my phone up to look at the time, and
that's crazy.
It was just as I passed and I was doing like 70, 75 down the highway, whatever the speed limit was.
Yeah, the speed limit is 65 in this state.
Okay, so then I was doing.
You were speeding too.
No, I definitely wasn't speeding. I don't do that.
I heard Rhode Island police were pretty rough.
The state police are fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've spent a couple of nights in the state police barracks. And
nice.
They are pricks.
It wasn't Rhode Island.
I was in there, and this broad was like, "Why? And I'm like, "Will you shut the fuck up?" So I can get and the fucking officers were laughing.
I got busted in Connecticut, but when he pulled me over and told me what he pulled me over for, I showed him my phone. I'm like, look, you can see there's no calls in the last however long. There's no text messages or nothing. I was just looking at and he basically told me, well, if you want to fight it, come to court, which meant I would have to drive all the way back to Connecticut.
Right.
So I just
pay the ticket and say fuck it.
Yep.
How much was it?
This was probably 2006, 7, 8, somewhere around there. So I can't. I mean, it was probably a good $300-400.
Wow.
Damn.
It was 2 times in my life that I was locked up, and the fucking person in the cell next to me was crying and yelling, and I'm like, they don't give you nothing but a fucking metal thing to stand on and lay on in a metal thing. So what you do is you take the fucking toilet paper roll and use it for a fucking pillow. And you know what I mean? I'm banging on the door telling the person next to me, I'm like, if I get out, I'm going to fucking kill you if you don't shut the fuck up. Like, I am trying to sleep. I know I'm getting out in the morning. So, like, seriously, shut up.
So
I am, like, very schooled in being arrested.
Probably back around 2003, 2004. I was at my brother lived with, there was like his girlfriend's brother, and a mutual friend of all of ours. Actually, Rachel, it's the one I was telling you about that is scared of chickens. It was him.
Oh, okay.
So he had gotten arrested, and he called from, like, as soon as he got put into a jail cell, he called. And my brother got on the phone, and I don't think my brother knew this because I don't think my brother's ever been in jail. But
so you can't talk about things.
My buddy, our buddy was like, yeah, I was just calling to let you guys know where I'm at. I'm locked up. I almost said the name of the jail. Shit.
Doxer.
Locked up in the jail. And my brother's like, man, that sucks. So, and he goes into not really a racist joke, but kind of a racist joke, not knowing that this jail doesn't have a
handset.
Yeah, it's like a speakerphone.
Yeah.
He was in the cell with about 8-9 other people.
That's like a holding tank more than a jail.
Yeah, that's a holding cell. I've been in jail 3 times.
Oh, I've been in jail about 7.
I'm sorry. I've been in jail. Like, I've been arrested like 12 times, but I was in jail one time. The first time I was in jail was for like 4 days. The second time I was in jail was like, it was a while because that was a bad one. That's when I caught my ex-wife sleeping with the neighbor's brother. So I tried to kill him, and I got charged with all this bullshit, which luckily got dropped. So I'm not a murderer. Don't worry.
I don't care if you were.
But I did a little bit of time for that one.
I mean, if you were, we might have. Never mind.
You might have to what?
Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Say it, bitch. What?
And Diego's like he's going fucking convict on you right now.
Maybe all of us need to have a talk, you know.
Oh, yeah, no.
He's gonna stab you with a fucking shank.
That was back in the day when I was crazy, but no, I'm good. Yeah, well, that's what I did was I caught, there was nothing around, you know, and I didn't have any guns available. And me and my first wife were kind of like, she says we were separated. In her mind, we were. I was sleeping at the fire station. So, like, you know, I came home. I have a key to my own home. And I walk in, and she's upstairs in my bedroom, in my bed with the neighbor's brother. And I'm like, you fucking hoe. And he come downstairs. He was getting ready to go to work, and she's in a fucking negligee shing or whatever the fuck you call that shit. And he was like, said something, and I probably wouldn't have done anything if he wouldn't have done this. And he kind of laughed in my face. He's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And I'm like, motherfucker. So I looked, the first thing I could find, we were standing by the kitchen, and we had one of those knife blocks. So I grabbed the biggest fucking Michael Myers knife I could find, and I went at him, and she got in between the two of us. And she's like, no. And I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of my way. I should do it to you too. Well, me saying that, I didn't do it, but me saying that is what got me arrested, because that was right after the O.J. Simpson shit happened, and now that's domestic violence when you say any kind of threat to anybody. So,
if any broad nowadays, and I don't mean to be like offensive, Rachel, but when I say broad, if any broad fucking calls the police on you, even if you didn't do anything, and they say they're in fear of your life, you're leaving in cuffs.
That's it. That's what happens. Well, it goes both ways too, because luckily I had her arrested, kind of in revenge for that. But anyway, so this dude was just an asshole. He did this to a lot of people, and he was cheating on his wife, who I never understood, because his wife was absolutely beautiful. She was gorgeous. She looked better than my wife, and I didn't get it. But anyway, my wife at the time, I mean, and I was like, damn, okay. So I went to bed that night. I get up, go to work. I'm at fucking McDonald's getting lunch from work, and the sheriff's department pulls in and asks, "Are you Joe Mayoris?" And I said, "Yep." Damn it, I did it again. Sorry, guys. Fuck.
Everybody already knows. Who gives a fuck?
Anyway, I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And he was like, "Come over here and talk to me for a minute, please." And I'm like, "Sure." I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, you know, it's whatever. And so he's like, "Yeah, we have a warrant for you." And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, "Yeah." And he showed me the paper, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Well, you're being charged with domestic violence and assault." And I was like, okay. So they cuffed me and took me in, and my uncle was a sheriff's deputy in the jail down there, so I got treated a little better than I probably should have, I should say. And blah, blah, blah. I served, it was over the weekend. It was New Year's weekend, I think. And I served 3 days for that, because I couldn't go to court until, you know, the following.
You gotta say, normally you see the judge and you're out.
Yeah, no, I had to wait because it was over the weekend. It was Friday, like, I think after 1 is when you're done seeing the judge. So at least back then it was like that. They can do it through video now, but so I did the 3 days, and for some reason it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they came and got me around 2:00 on Monday, and I went in front of the judge, got let out, blah, blah, blah. But I had some serious ass charges against me because of what was said and done. And thank God, I had a great attorney. He got everything knocked down, and I ended up with, what is it called? Aggravated menacing and, not felony, but, I'm blank right now, guys. Not when it's not a felony, it's something. It's the other way. Misdemeanor. Yeah, misdemeanor domestic violence, and that even got reduced to something else. But anyway, so make a long story short, I should have just split up with her then, but I didn't because I had my kids and I thought I loved her and blah blah blah. So we ended up getting back together after I got out of jail because this dude decided that he wanted to get back with his wife, and you know. I basically wanted a piece of ass from my ex-wife, is what it was. He did that, and so on and so forth. Well, his wife wouldn't take him back. So about two weeks later, I'm sitting at the fire station, and where I was at the fire department at, the county sheriffs would come there and hang out because they didn't have local police out there because it was like a rural area. So they would just hang out at whatever fire station they had. They'd have a couple deputies there in case they got calls. Well, they get a call on their radio, and they come over and start talking to me, and they're like, "Hey, we need to talk to you for a minute. I'm like, what I do now? You know, I said, he's like, no. We got to ask you a few questions. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? He goes, where were you at on this day and at this time and this and that and everything else? And I was like, well, I was either here at home or at work, you know, why? What's going on? He goes, well, when was the last time you saw Jeff Hartman? And I said, well, fuck him, you know. And they're like, yeah, we know the story, but like, when's the last time you saw him? I said, the last time I actually physically saw him was the night that I got arrested, or the night before I got arrested with this shit. And he was like, yeah, okay, we know that, because one of the guys was my buddy, actually, one of the sheriff's deputies. I'm like, what are you guys asking me all this for? We're like, well, they just found him this morning, froze to the ground in a field over on this one road with a gunshot wound to his head. I'm like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was not me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, nope. You're not putting that shit on me. Well, I guess this dude tried to go back to his wife, and she just wouldn't have it because he had done it too many times. So he went out, drove out to, they lived on a farm, drove out in his cornfield and sat on the back of his tailgate of his pickup truck, took a shotgun and blew his head off.
Fuck.
And I'm thinking, like, first of all, how do you do that with a shotgun? And then my one buddy that's a sheriff, yeah, he showed me how he did it. And he'd been there for like a week. Nobody had seen him. And I'm like, you're not going to drive down the road and wonder why this pickup truck's parked in the middle of the fucking field? But he was froze to the ground because it was like February. So that's pretty sad, I thought. I felt bad. I really did, considering the circumstances. I shouldn't have, but I did. So,
you ever been arrested without even knowing? Like, I got into a bad accident with this dude, Dennis, one of my best friends of all time.
Thank you, Bronx.
We got into this bad accident in a car on I-95. You know, it comes up the East Coast.
Uh-huh.
And we both lied about how the accident happened.
Right.
And it was a year later. It was like 10:30 at night. This was like 2015. 10:30 at night. I tell my wife, all right, I'm going to go lay down. I'm tired. Like fucking 5 minutes after I said that, like I get this fucking, you know how cops pound on the door?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, and the dog started barking and shit like that. And I knew the minute they started barking and shit. It was two Rhode Island state troopers, two big fucking black guys. Like, and they're like, is Scott Hamill here? And, you know, she's like, hold on a second. And she comes into the bedroom. She's like, Scott, the state troopers are looking for you. I'm like, for what? So I go to the door. And they're like, Scott? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, we have a warrant for your arrest. I said, for what? They ended up grabbing me for obstruction.
Obstruction of justice?
Yeah. Like filling out a false fucking police
report. Because of the report. Okay.
Yeah.
A year later?
It was a year later. I had to spend the night in fucking jail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not. Hey, speaking of the Rhode Island State Patrol, do they really dress the way that they showed on TV?
Yeah, they're one of the best dressed state troopers in the fucking. Yeah, they have their pants like they bow out, like
right,
and the big brimmed hats.
Yeah. So any of them mounted, like, you know, with horses?
No, I have never seen that. I mean,
no,
they're dicks, though. Let me tell you.
Oh, I've heard that they're like the nastiest cops in the United States, but
yeah, no,
I know Ohio State Highway Patrol. They're pretty ignorant too. I mean, they don't fucking. Very rarely do you get let off with a warning if you get pulled over by a statey around here.
No, I've fucking gotten pulled over by local police and shit like that.
Right.
And they kind of just run your name and shit like that. State police, they find every fucking reason.
Oh, yeah.
They're fucking assholes. And it was like 2 weeks ago. I was texting all my biker buddies. I was like, fucking state police are fucking heavy in West Warwick tonight. Because I went to the store to get a sandwich and back, and I seen like 6 different fucking cruises. 6. I'm like, they're looking for somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they know who the fuck I am. So
yeah.
Try
to avoid them like the plague, right?
Whenever I'm on my bike and I got my cut on, they're after me constantly. They know who the fuck I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You look at my rap sheet and it'll say associated with HA. Like, it's fuck. Like, I can't run from that. They know everything.
Oh yeah, they definitely Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're saying. Especially they do that around here too.
So it's
what do they drive as far as cruisers out there?
It's like I think it's like a Ford. It's like a Ford SUV.
Oh, okay, that's what we have too. Well, the Stadies have.
I mean, they have cars too, and they usually run when they come down into town over here. It's too deep. There's never less than two. And every time I've ever had a cop come to my house for any reason, there's at least 4 of them that come.
Damn.
Because they'll look my name up and they see who I'm associated with, and they're like, okay, we're not going there alone. Because we don't know what this fucking guy's going to do.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
I'll open the door and be like, why the fuck are there so many of you?
Just being safe, sir.
Yeah, my balls. But
yeah, we have ours drive.
I've got quite a reputation, but
our Stadies drive the Ford Expedition, I think it is, and then they have the Chrysler or the Chargers, Chargers, and then we have 3 Camaros that they have out here too.
They have a ton of undercover cars too.
Oh yeah, we have those too. They're either all silver. We have these new cars out here that piss me off because they don't have lights on the roof. They're on the dashboard, and you can't see them
on the dashboard or right above the windshield.
On the windshield, yeah, and you don't see them, and all of a sudden, ding, there they are. And I'm like, you motherfuckers!
I've had that. I've been going down the street, coming home from my club, and I'm going down, and the fucking cop comes right up to the back bumper of my fucking motorcycle, and those fucking lights come on.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, they see my 3-piece patch on my fucking back. Here we go. And they search me for weapons and drugs and all that shit. And, like, they never find shit because I make sure I don't fucking incriminate myself. You know, I don't go out and do shit like that. Like, I used to, but, you know, they will wait outside my clubhouse, literally, until and see bikes leave at night.
Yeah.
You know, when everybody's starting to go home.
Right.
And then they'll peg every one of us. And they'll search us and shit like that. And it's like, fuck.
The town that I live in, it's like I said, it's small, but we have like 4 or 5 bars. And they will literally, our local police will sit like in the parking lots across from the bars. And they'll sit there to about anywhere between 1:30 and 2:30. And as soon as people start leaving, they just ding, ding, ding. They'll tag people. I'm like, that's just fucking entrapment. That's not even right.
Yep.
It drives me nuts.
Well, the saying is true. There's only 2 people out on the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning, criminals and cops.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
definitely true.
They fuck with you bad over here. Because there's a few clubs in this state that are 1% clubs, and they're trying to make a name for themselves and shit. And
oh yeah, we got like I told you before, we have the Outlaws and we have the Brothers Regime. Those are the 2 big ones that are like I guess they say trouble clubs around this area. 2nd Brigade, they're pretty calm. They don't really mess with anybody. And the what is it? Am vets or the Vietnam vets, they don't bother anybody.
No, that's a fucking the Veterans Club.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They don't
fuck with nobody. That's not even a 1% club.
No, not close. Not even close. And then we have the Brothers of the Hammer. That's an all African American club. Well, it's supposed to be. There's a lot of white guys in there too. But let's see. We got them, Outlaws, Brothers Regime, 2nd Brigade, and then we got the Handful, which that's an offset of the Outlaws, and then there's another group too that they're newer. Oh well, there's 2 new groups. There's one that's called D4L or Down for Life. They're kind of a joke, and then there was another one that was called. They just lost their what do you call that, Penny? When you have a charter. They lost that completely because they had a shooting.
Oh, they had all their cuts pulled and their
everything because they didn't. First of all, they didn't get permission to start the club.
You cannot do that.
Oh, right, absolutely. And they went around. There was a local bar called Shorty's Place. It made national news, I think, and Both.
have to ask permission from the dominant club in the area.
And they didn't.
You start flying colors,
right?
They're gonna fucking pull them off you, whether you're in public at a gas station.
And here's the thing: is they had been at FTW, Forever Two Wheels. That's what it was called. Well, here's the thing: they went into this bar, and they had been around for about 6 months, and nobody said anything to them other than a couple guys I had talked to. One of the guys I know was an outlaw, and the other one was from Brotherhood Regime. Said, if we see them on the street, we're going to take their cut. Well, it never happened.
They will.
Oh, I know they will. I've seen that happen before, but it never happened, and they just kind of let it go. Well, they went to this bar one day. The president from both clubs was in there, okay? And one of this, I think it was the sergeant at arms from FTW, went up to the bar. They had been there. Each club had been there. They were separate ends of the bar. Nobody was doing anything wrong. The brothers were kind of letting them do their thing. They were being polite and all this. While this guy comes into the bar, it was his birthday, and starts yelling and screaming, like, what the fuck are these motherfuckers doing in here? This is my birthday. It's my bar today. And the president turned around and looked at him and goes, if I were you, boy, I would shut the fuck up. He pulls the gun out, okay?
Yep.
And pointed it at the president of the Brothers Regime. Well, I'll be damned. Like, there were 6 people shot that day. 2 died, and the president for FTW is permanently in a wheelchair now, I believe, and the president of the Brothers Regime was killed that day. So their FTW does not exist anymore. That's gone. They took their everything. Everything's gone, and they disappeared because Brothers Regime is a big club, and there was still a bunch of guys that were around here from that club, and they just completely disappeared. I'm sure I know why, because you shot the president. Like, you're not going to get away with that. At least the chapter president for this area.
No, they'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna have to talk to you, Penny, about see if I'm sure you probably heard of this motorcycle club, but I'm not going to say it live because I don't know. They are a 1%er club, but I don't know. Like,
you can say it out loud.
Well,
yeah, you can say it out loud, but I'm not going to talk shit.
You're not disrespecting them.
No. I don't know, like, how far spread they are, and I don't want people to be able to like
figure out where you're at.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
there is national clubs.
Yeah, they're all over. Like, most of these clubs,
massive clubs going at.
Well, this is a.
We have
this
the
is
Pagans,
a Michigan.
We have the Outlaws. We have the Angels. We have James Gang. They're like.
Is it any of the ones that he just said, Popper?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a Michigan-based club.
Michigan-based.
Brothers of the Hammer.
Galloping Goose or.
No.
Fucking.
The Handful.
Islands.
No.
Pagans.
No, I'm trying to look up just to make sure that they're across the entire state.
Well, typically I wouldn't. Oh, you're trying to make sure that they're not just in your actual city itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I can't imagine that they are if they're a 1%er club. I mean,
are they?
They absolutely are.
Okay.
What are their colors?
Oh my god.
Black and gold.
Not ringing a bell.
I've never heard that either.
You shouldn't be afraid to say something. I mean, it's not like
no, nobody's gonna like dox you in that sense, dude. I mean,
everybody knows all these clubs are always at war. There's documentaries. There's just news articles. It never stops.
Well, like Penny was saying the one night, like his club is not a fan of the Outlaws, so it's okay to.
No, it's not. It's not that. They just. I know they have.
Pagans.
The Pagans are pretty, yeah.
But whatever. I'm
trying to think of when I was hanging around for the 2nd Brigade. We did quite a few. Do they ride like Harleys, or are they more of like a race bike type crew?
Pretty sure it's Harleys.
Is it the Axemen?
No.
Buffalo Soldiers.
All I can find is founded in Michigan. Okay, I'll just say it. It's the Avengers.
Oh, I never even heard of them.
There's so many motorcycle clubs in this state. In this country, or around the world, actually. There's probably thousands I've never even heard of.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of small clubs too.
There's a lot of big ones that you hear of. You know what I mean? That are really popular. You got your banditos, your angels, your fucking outlaws, your pagans, your what's the one down in Florida? It's the fucking with the Phoenix there.
Oh shit. I know what you're talking about. They have the
you see I watch documentaries on those. It's like they're everywhere. It's not a secret. I mean,
right.
I was muted.
You were who?
I muted myself on accident.
Why? Oh, on accident. I got you.
I thought you went to sleep. I just sent you a DM.
Oh. It's what it is. It doesn't matter. There's clubs that grow. There's clubs that they go down. There's support clubs. There's writers clubs. There's women's clubs. You just, you get a certain respect for these people. You make friends.
Right.
That's what it is. And sometimes you make enemies. And sometimes it's not even necessary, but it happens. But, it's the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Steve was in a support club for the, I think, what was it? The Galloping Goose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they're a big club, and he knew some big members and shit. And like, dude, I respect you for that. You know that shit.
Yeah.
You're able to tell, what do you call it? Like, prove it.
Right.
So, that's why I have a certain amount of respect for Steve. So, and it's just, no matter really what it is or who it is, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, that's true.
Because people change clubs, they change lifestyles.
That's the biggest part of it right there.
And, it's a lot of commitment, and it's way more than people think it is. It's massive commitment. So you go with it, wherever you go with it.
I think you kind of, yeah, I'm not even going to say it.
Say what?
I was going to say you kind of told on yourself as far as your club goes when you told me when you said what you just said, but I'm not going to go there with that because I know certain things that I'm just going to let that one. I'll talk to you about it privately. I'll just put it that way.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't let shit out on
that. No. I don't want you to either. And that's what I was saying. You mentioned a couple clubs that your club don't like, and I know for a fact. So I'm just going to let that be. Anyway, we'll move on to a different subject. Did you guys dump these trolls over here?
I did. I took care of it.
Thank you very much, dearie. Doug went live tonight. I forgot about that. Fucking truck dog.
It's a fake truck dog. It's not even the real one.
I know. I've noticed.
I have a feeling that I know who a lot of these accounts are, but I'm not going to say it out loud. We can talk about that privately.
I think what is it? One person?
2.
I thought it was one specifically.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal.
What time is it? 10:18.
What, hon?
I said it's 10:18, so I think I'm gonna let you guys get into your raunchy talk, and I'm gonna.
What the fuck kind of raunchy talk are we talking about?
I don't know. You guys talk. You guys have like your men's pillow talk.
I gotta pick my son up in 15 minutes, so.
I had to go pick up my son.
Yeah.
She's making fun of you, dude. You're gonna take that from her?
I mean, what can I do?
You just took the knee.
Correct that whip.
All right. Well, you have fun getting your son, and you two don't stay up too late.
We won't. We're not going to go too much longer because Penny's woman's coming home, and it is.
Soon.
What'd you say?
I said she'll be home pretty soon.
Yeah, I won't go too much longer. But you have a good night. Get some actual sleep, and we will talk to you tomorrow, my dear.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks for being here again.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
So, Popper.
What's up?
I don't know. I just said that.
What is up, Papa?
Yeah. What's up, Popper?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, really? Need a blue pill or?
What's hanging, Popper?
Yeah, right. Are you north or south?
East or west?
See, she just said it. Raunchy.
Well, I mean,
hey, she set us up for that.
we gotta get it. She made us. She wanted us to do it. That's why she said that. And you don't ever get raunchy. I think we both tried to push you to say something or do something raunchy, and you won't fucking do it. What's up, Broken?
No.
That's all right, sir. Not everybody can be as, let me think of a good word, outspoken as Pennywise or myself.
I don't give a fuck.
That's all right. There's got to be one in every bunch.
Oh.
That's what balances us out, because every one of us has somewhat of a different personality. So
you're the rational one. I'm the fucking psychotic one. Pretty much the psychotic one.
Yeah.
And Dago just tries to keep everything together.
That's exactly it. Best I can.
Calm down. And when he says everybody calm down, he's either talking to me and Morticia.
That's all right. That's all right. I got to have some kind of strength up here sometimes. So, you weren't in here earlier when we were talking about Lazy being upgraded, per se, Popper.
No, I seen it in the group chat.
Yeah, I just was giving him a congrats and a welcome because, you know, he's done a whole, I can't say enough good stuff about him, honestly.
I'll be back in like a minute.
Yes, sir. So you got to go pick your son up from work, you said?
Yeah. I'll wait for Penny to come back, and then I'm gonna have to jump off.
No problem.
He can wait out in the cold for a couple extra minutes.
Yeah. Did he decide? Is this the one that has the problems with the bank account?
Yep.
Has he decided to change anything or no?
Nope.
He just wants to leave it the way it is, huh?
Yeah.
So what'd you tell him? Don't cry to me when you have problems with it then?
Yeah, we've been kind of going at it here the last couple days because I have found out that he's done 3 transfers in like the last week. Which is half of what he's allowed per month.
Does he get penalized for that too?
Well, the bank they can close your account because it's regulated by some part of the government.
Yeah, yeah.
They can the bank can get fined, and they could pass that cost along to the account holder. But what made me even what upset me even more is the reason he did it. I guess there's some big festival in a couple months.
Okay.
And he needed to put a deposit down to get a second tattoo.
Oh.
And that pisses me off. Not really the fact that he's getting a tattoo, the fact that he hides shit like that.
Oh yeah. I know
because
what you're saying.
He hid the first one until the day before.
Okay. Irresponsibility, I get it.
And I only know about this one because my oldest son told me. My youngest still hasn't told me, and he thinks because he's 18 that he can come and go as he pleases when he pleases, do what he wants. He doesn't understand that he still lives in my house.
I've been through that, and it turns into a war eventually. And yeah, I've been there. I'm 18. I'm an adult. You can't tell me what to do anymore. I'll do what I want. Well, guess what? There's the door. Go find your own place. I've done that.
I always tell him when he says that, if you're an adult, then
Act like
handle
one.
your shit like an adult.
Yep.
Because if he needs an appointment set up,
It comes to you.
He wants me to do it.
Yep. That's how my son was too. I literally had to tell my son it's time to go. He got into an altercation. I was at work, like a verbal argument with my wife. And he's come back to my house to live with me 3 different times, okay? And the last time he did it, I was like, no. I'm tired. Like, you need to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet and take care of your own shit. You know, you're 20. This was when he was like 24 years old. And I said, it's time to just be a man. You know, do what you got to do. You know, I moved out when I was 17. I never went back. I've taken care of myself, my kids, my family for all these years without any help. I mean, I've had help with different things, but little things, you know what I mean? And we constantly let him do it. And I said the last time, I'm like, no, he'll figure it out, you know? Well, and she's the soft one. Like, I don't want him to be homeless. And I said, he's not going to be homeless. He'll live with somebody. He'll find somebody to do it. His mother even was like, no, you're not coming here either. You're going to figure this out. Well, I gave in to my wife. She felt bad. And he was here for about 2 weeks. And this is the one that had the drug problem, okay? Yeah. And he starts doing whatever he's doing. They were snorting methamphetamine, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, no. I could tell because he was like jerky and twitchy and shit. And I come home from work and I'm looking. He's trying to hide it from me, and I looked at him and I said, really? What? What do you mean? What do you mean, really? I said, I can tell you're on something, Joe. And no, I'm not. What do you mean? No. I said, yeah, you are. I said, you're not gonna lie to me. I said, you can take your shit, whatever you have, and go find somewhere else to do that. You're not gonna do that here in my house in front of your little brother. He doesn't need to see it. So my wife comes into the room and she starts saying something. And I guess before I had come home, they had words. And she doesn't usually tell me because she knows I'm going to go the hell off on him. Well, he starts trying to talk shit to me. And I stood up and I said, do you need me to help walk you out the door, or can you go get your shit and do it? Because you have 5 minutes to grab whatever you have and get the fuck out of my house. And then he decided that he was going to be big man and tried to chest up to me and said, fuck you, old man. And I grabbed him by his throat and I put him at the door. And I opened the door and I said, well, I guess you don't get your shit, do you? And I pushed the screen door with my foot and shoved him out onto the back porch and shut the door. And he's screaming and yelling. I said, go ahead. You got 5 seconds to get off my property before I call the cops. You ain't going to do nothing. Don't bet I didn't call the cops. And they showed up and he's all drugged out doing his twitching. So I packed up a bag and my wife was upset, crying and this and that. And I sat the bag out on the porch. The cops were like, well, I said, that's what he has here. He can take it and he can leave. And that was the last time that we actually had a full conversation. I've seen him, but I don't conversate with him because I told him I don't deal with the drug thing. If you smoke weed, you smoke weed. That's whatever. That's your business. But you're not going to come into my home and be on some hardcore shit like that. I didn't want my teenage son seeing it because my younger son looks up to all of his brothers. Of course, that's normal. And I said, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to jump off.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Yes, sir.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. But anyway, so that's how that ended up. And I don't put up with that kind of bullshit. For everything I've done for these kids, and he's the only one that's ever done that to me. So it is what it is.
I wouldn't put up with it either.
There's just no call for it.
My kid is, he's 14, but
right.
He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He doesn't drink. He doesn't.
Good.
He's like, I'm like, is this really my kid? He is, but
yeah, right.
I'm like, when I was his age, I was already out fucking smoking cigarettes and fucking sneaking fucking beers and this and that.
Sure,
with my friends, bunking high school and doing that shit.
Yeah, that's what you do. I did all that too, and
he does his own thing. He's such a good kid. He's got good grades, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think it's from his mother.
Yeah.
His mother was the same way. Didn't do anything. Won't do anything. Like,
Good.
as far as that shit's concerned. And
Right.
got good grades and went to college, has an awesome job. So.
That's good. That is good. Really good.
I helped do some, but.
From what I understand with this son of mine, he's not on the drugs anymore, but he did something else to his stepbrother. Kind of took his girlfriend from him, and you don't do that in the book that I believe in. You just don't do that kind of shit. So I was just over that kind of shit. So yeah. I'm glad he's not doing the drugs anymore, but I still don't have much to say to him because he made too many mistakes. And when I got a message to him. I said, basically, when you pull your head out of your ass and decide you want to be part of the family again, then you know where we're at. Until then, don't bother.
My brother was heavy into drugs for a long time, and he's like now celebrating like 10 years.
That's awesome. Good.
Being clean, has his own business.
Yeah, that's good. Good shit.
He's like a totally different person now.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because we all thought like this dude's gonna die.
That's what I was worried about with my son because of the shit that he was doing. It was so hardcore and he was doing so much of it. I'm like, I'm going to get a phone call and that's going to be that. But luckily, I mean, as ignorant as it is that he took the girl that he took from my other son, I think she has kind of pulled him away from it as much as I can't stand her. And I'll give her that much because otherwise I thought he was going to end up dead. Honestly, I did. So
10 years ago, that's what we thought about my brother.
And it's a scary thought.
My mom was like crying all the time. I'm waiting for a phone call. I'm waiting for a phone call. It's like, Mom, just calm down.
Right.
And then just one day he stopped. And next thing you know, like he has his own company. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
He owns a roofing company. And
that's good. That's definitely good.
Just fucking stopped, I guess. Maybe one day he woke up and said, it ain't worth doing this.
You just get tired of it, I think, sometimes. Some of these people. Some people don't make it that far, but a lot of people I've seen, they just say they couldn't handle it anymore. And it's like, I have to get away from it.
It's tough. I've never been a drug addict. I was a heavy drinker back in the day, but I don't even drink anymore. But, I couldn't imagine being hooked on some of these drugs these people do.
Oh, I know.
The mindset that you have is just, you can't think straight. And it's easy just to say, fuck it, I give up.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? If I don't wake up tomorrow morning, I don't wake up tomorrow morning. Who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? Your whole family. That's who cares.
Well, that's the thing, too, is my son, the one I was talking about, he's got 3 kids. He doesn't have any kind of relationship with them because the mother does not want him around them or didn't. I don't know if he's, since started having a relationship with them again, but I hope if he's clean, I hope they do. But if he's not, he doesn't need to be around those kids. But, we don't see them because we don't get along with the mother either. But another long story. But it is what it is. I mean, and I can imagine if these drugs are as addictive per se as like smoking cigarettes is, and I know how hard it is for me to quit smoking. I can't imagine how being addicted.
Oh, it's different, but smoking doesn't really change your mindset. Like
no. But it's
a massive alcoholic, massive drug addict.
I'm just talking about the addiction level. Do you know what I mean? How addictive it is. I can only imagine what some of these drugs do to people.
Not easy.
No.
My sister went to, I think it was Machias, Maine, the college over there for 5 years to be a marine biologist, and she makes insane money. You know what I mean? She graduated.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's like she's so intelligent. It's she's like from day one, she was like, this is what I want to do. And she followed through with it.
They make good money. My daughter decided that was her first when she went to college. The first thing she wanted to do, and then she changed it to teaching. So.
No, but she went in there, graduated, and went to the best school in the world for marine biology.
Right.
I remember driving 8 hours to go see her, and shit like that. And yeah, it took her a long time, but
That's
She's got
awesome
all her
shit.
degrees. She's very smart. Very proud of her.
Awesome shit. For real.
Yep. My brother turned his shit around. I turned my shit around. You know,
Good
it's.
deal.
I think my mom's pretty happy right now with her kids.
Sometimes it just takes people longer to grow up or to mature to a certain point than others.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And they're 7 and 9 years older than me. I'm the baby.
Right.
You know, and I'm 46.
Wow. Yeah. I got
My dad was 26 and my mom was no, my dad was 19 and my mom was 26 when I was born.
Okay.
So, you know, he was a little boy, you know. 19 years old having a kid, you know.
That's how old I was when I had my first son. I was 19.
Yep.
Got married at 19.
So did I. I was 19. It's funny. I was 19 the first time I got married. I was 19. My wife Lisa was fucking 27. It was almost the same age.
Yeah.
As my mother and father when I was born.
Well, I was 19 when I got married the first time, and I was 29 when I got married. Or no, 20. I was 28 when I got divorced, and then I was 31 when I got married the second time, and I've been there ever since. So
that's fucking insane that you say that.
Yeah.
I was 31 when I got married to my second wife.
Okay.
And I think I was 32 when my son was born. It was
I was 30. I was 32 when my youngest son was born too.
Yep. So what is it, like 14?
Yeah. Well, no, 15 now.
50, well, my son's gonna be 15 too. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be. Well, no, wait. I'm sorry. I might be off a little bit. He's 15. He'll be 16 in May. I apologize.
All right. Maybe I was 31 then, because my son's gonna be 15 this year.
Yeah, I think that's how it worked for me then. Okay.
So we were doing the same thing.
Yep. Same thing, same time. That's it.
Getting married, fucking getting divorced, getting remarried, having kids.
I got married in 1994, and I got divorced in 2003, and then I got remarried. That's the way we can figure it out by the years. I got remarried when I was in 2006. So yeah, there it is.
I got my son was born in 2007. And,
okay, so
we got married he was 6 months old when we got married, because I decided, like, you know, I got a kid with her now and shit. I might as well, you know, marry her. And
right.
We spent a long time together. And
well, with my new wife, I waited to get married. My first wife, we were together for 6 months.
Yeah.
I think it was 6 months.
I was with her for like 2 years before we got married.
Yeah, and with my new wife, I was with her for almost 3 years before we got married. So yeah, I wasn't even gonna do it this time, but she got pregnant, and the way I was raised, you know, and that's what happened with the first wife too. We were together 6 months, and she ended up pregnant, and so we had a shotgun wedding, I call it, and so we got married, and then the same thing happened with this one. We were together it's weird too, because we were together for 3 years. She never got pregnant one time. Never. Never. And then she gets pregnant.
My ex-wife got pregnant once, and she went almost half term and lost it, and then and then my son was born afterwards.
Well, see, we thought we were done.
Again.
Yeah, all of our kids that we already had 6 kids together. She had 3, I had 3. We kind of blended the Brady Bunch thing together, and they were all like 10 years old, roughly. The oldest ones were 10 and 9, and they're pretty much self-sufficient at that point. So we thought we were done. You know, our kids were growing up now, and we could kind of start living our life a little bit more, blah, blah, blah. Dang, she's pregnant. I'm like, fuck. But this one
comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, but this one is special in a lot of ways to me. The 15-year-old, I mean, there's something different with him than with my other kids, and I love him to death. I mean, he's slightly autistic. He's got chronic ADHD and oppositional defiant disorder. And he's got very bad anxiety, things like that. And I've always been very close to him, like since he was a baby. We go round and round fighting now because he's a teenager and he's got those issues. But
yeah, well, they do that.
Yeah, I mean, 15 is 15. You know what I mean? So, but he's a good kid. He's got a huge heart. He just wants everybody to like him, and I love him to death. Like I wouldn't trade him for nothing. I'm glad that it happened the way it did. So.
My son's the same. He's not autistic or nothing, but
yeah,
he's very lovable and he has the biggest heart. Like
that's this kid. He's so awesome.
You know what I mean?
I
don't think this kid would hurt a fly. Like
that's how Caden is, or well, that's his name, Caden. But anyway, that's how he is too.
No, he wouldn't hurt a fly, and he texted me today, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, what's going on? I just wanted to show you these movies I got, and
right."
And he's like, "Can we FaceTime?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can FaceTime." You know what I mean? Because I live 40 minutes from him.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't see him every day.
You don't get to see him that often, yeah. That's the thing.
I see him often, but you know what I mean? Like, I can't just, like, take a 2-minute drive over to his house,
Right. That's another
40
reason.
minutes down there, 3 hours of visiting, and then another 40 minutes up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's another reason why I wanted to make sure that, other than the fact that I love this woman to death, you know what I mean? That this marriage worked, because I wouldn't want him to have to go through having us being split up, because I don't think he would handle it well ever, because he's
my son had a really hard time.
It's hard on even and with his issues it would be harder. He's very close to both of us. The three of us have always been very, very close and very protective. I've always been stupid protective over this kid for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It's a whole different scenario. What's that, John? Claims to find out who Popper is. How? When did that happen? Did he post it on Twitter or something? Oh, here we go.
Who is posting?
John Suggs is in the chat, and he says he claims to know where Popper, or who Popper is, and what city he lives in.
John Suggs guy?
John Suggs is in our chat saying that.
Okay.
He knows the city he lives in. Did he put it on Twitter, John, or where did you get that from? Oh, it's on his Twitter. Okay.
Prove it. I don't give a fuck if people know where I live.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen.
Hey, Wrath. What's this thing that John is talking about that Isaac's posting that he knows where Popper lives and who he is? Is that true, Wrath?
Is that Isaac chatting, saying that now?
No, that's I Am Wrath that just popped in. I just said John Suggs is I don't know, because I don't have any more. Any of you, any of my moderators that are still here lazy, can you check that John Suggs and make sure that's him? No offense, John, if it's you. I just got to double check because there's a lot of cloned accounts. Thanks, Wrath.
I'm sure we've given him too much ammunition tonight, but I don't give a fuck. He can say whatever he wants.
No one. I don't know how to contact him. I'm sorry. Hey, Kim. Welcome, Hum. I'm not a troll, but I needed Twitter info on how to contact Isaac. I don't know how to get a hold of him because they have most of their... I mean, you can just look up Steve on Twitter if you need to get a hold of him. I don't know.
They want to get a hold of Isaac?
Isaac and Steve, yeah. You're concealing your...
Yeah, message Steve and...
Yeah, you could probably get a hold of both of them through Steve. Just go to Steve Billings' account on Twitter or Whitney Kuhn. That's the only thing I can tell you, whoever you are. I don't know how to get a hold of Isaac or anything else. So
you can also, unless this person is fucking retarded.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know why you'd want to get a hold of him.
You can tag him in a tweet saying, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, that's best way. If you heard that, no one, then that's probably the best way to do it. Thanks, Wrath. I appreciate it. And no worries, John. I trusted you. I just have to double check. Sometimes I get people that pop in and out of here. Let me check something out here, guys. Oh shit, they're saying that they found human remains by the area that where Summer Wells disappeared from, around like a mile or something away from there, I think they said. Human remains they found, Wrath, if you're listening, by the way.
I don't know who that is.
You're hiding your identity right now because of what people did. I don't use Twitter is why. Okay. Well, you don't have to worry about it coming in here because we're definitely not, we don't do that kind of stuff in here, whoever you are.
No, I wouldn't dox anybody. I don't care who it is. It's
okay, Wrath, thanks. And hey, Happy. See, I don't even pay attention to Isaac anymore. I can't remember what the fuck his Twitter was.
Black Card Backup.
Black Card Ready or is Backup? Okay. Black Card Backup. Mr. Receipts. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I don't see anything. For what now? Like, who the fuck triggered him this time? CEO boss up.
What is he saying?
Well, it's based on what that John said. John Sugg said that he seems to know who Popper is and where he lives.
He might know the general area because Papa might have let a little shit slip here and there, but I can guarantee he doesn't know who the fuck he is.
No, I don't think so either. At all. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry.
Papa just fucking tweeted. Let me see. Nice fucking low battery bullshit.
Never fails.
Pookie.
Oh, thanks, Pookie.
Yeah. You're seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, it's easier for, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you even got target fucking locked. Whatever. So be it.
Shit's gonna happen. People they start talking and they let shit slip, but he doesn't know his. You know what I mean?
All right, Popper, I see it now. Nobody said anything, though, Pookie. That's what I'm saying.
Papa Jack, yeah.
I get it, Popper. I understand completely. If you're in here listening, I get it.
I just saw the tweet. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I understand. It's just fucking ridiculous that we have to do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he has nothing on him. I don't give a fuck if he named every.
There ain't nothing that Popper has. He's wrong, though, and he laughed, so whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever.
Now he's going to make it his life fucking mission to.
Well, he's going to try to. He's going to try to. It's whatever. Once again, nobody's talking about you or to you, and you're still, you know what I mean?
We went like 99.9% of this fucking stream without mentioning it.
Not one time. I think it came out once, and it was just a little, barely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
He was holding on to every fucking word, though. Little fat fuck.
We understand, no one. Completely understand. Well, you're more than welcome in here. That's what we're here for. They're watching here. I'll post it up here, Penny. That way you can see. This no one came in here and they're watching me move around channels. He gets paid to terrorize people, and he's ruined my life for 3 months. It's a damn shame.
I don't know who fucking no one is, but I mean,
he said he's hiding his identity right now because it's safer because he's been being harassed by guess who?
Somebody. I cannot think of it.
And that's why he's in here. He said that's why I'm in here. It's a safer channel. And
yeah.
Well, we kind of watch everything and everybody that comes in here, so you're welcome. and if you sub to the channel, no one, thank you. I appreciate that. But you're welcome to come in. That's what we're here for. So
I think it's pretty safe to say me, you, Morticia, and Rachel pretty much don't give a fuck.
No.
If he knows anything.
No, I said that before.
You know what I mean? So
I know Popper's got
good luck.
Popper's more worried about it because of his job and stuff like that, and I absolutely respect that. But
I do too.
The thing is, with Popper's job, I wish he would call there because he'd get in all sorts of trouble for that. So,
well, he doesn't want to fuck around with my wife's job.
Yeah, well,
because she's government, and he
the
could
same with my wife's job.
Fucking trouble.
Same with my wife's job too.
So,
well,
whoever put one harassment charge out on him, and she is high ranking. She has like 30 people working under her. Right. And she could put the moves on him like he has never fucking seen before. And she could be the politest, most lovable person ever, but piss her off to where it starts fucking with her family life, her son.
What the fuck?
She will fucking nail you to the wall. And that's on her.
One of Tina's mods gave us all the info on you that we need at no one. You really think you can hide tattoo Bree Bunny? You will bow down and respect Isaac and Steve. What the fuck? Wow. What? Okay, God. Yeah, whoever's modding in here, go ahead and deal with that, please. Pennywise.
I dropped out. I don't know why.
It's all right. You're good. Oh, okay. No one. Well.
Yeah, he wants to keep fucking around with my wife. She's got a lot of pull.
I don't know if you saw the chat, no one, but it shows who they're doxing you in the chat. I apologize. Yeah, it's about you.
She may be polite and light spoken.
It says one of Tina's mods gave us all the info on you that we need. At no one. You really think you can hide? It says Tattoo Bree Bunny. You will bow down and respect Steve, Isaac, and Steve Billings. What the fuck ever.
And that's one of Tina's moderators?
I don't believe it. I have no. Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Happy. So it's all right. Like I said, no one. You're fine in here. I know we're lazy. That's what always happens. It's not true, Wrath. Happy even just said that. Bree wasn't even one of Tina's mods, as far as I knew. So,
well, you've been a mod there for a while, right?
Yep. Happy's been there forever.
The other ones.
Right. Happy's been a mod there forever. I've been a mod there for quite a while. And Wrath can check all the mods. She knows, or Wrath knows, like, I think all of Tina's mods. So it's fine.
Somebody's coming in and busting your balls.
That's what it is. They're chasing no one. Wherever no one goes, they're chasing him or her that way. So it's whatever.
Well, you can easily change your phone.
Now they're using Big G's name. They're saying Tina's mods gave the person at no one's info, not that Bree is a mod. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for clarifying it, Troll. Oh, for what? No one. There's no reason to apologize. We know. Listen. Listen, please. And Pennywise will reiterate this to you. We are here for anybody that has been harassed by them, that has been doxxed by them, that's been kicked from them, that doesn't want nothing to do with them. That's what we're here for. That's why I set this up. And I don't want to say we'll protect you, because it's not like that, but you're safe in here because nobody's going to do stuff like that to you. That's why Tina's people come in here. That's why Morty's people come in here. And that's what it's all about. So just don't worry about it, no one. There's no reason to apologize.
We will knock anybody out that's harassing you.
Oh, yeah, we got your back as far as that goes. We're not going to let them do that to you in here.
Chat and somebody's busting your balls. they won't be seen in here again.
Yeah, I don't put up with harassing people in here at all. So that's why a lot of people do come in here, because they don't get harassed. So you're more than welcome at any times. Oh, absolutely, no one. Absolutely, please do.
And as far as our inner circle is, we're pretty much unfucking-touchable at this point.
Yeah, it's not gonna. There's nothing.
Nobody's knocking us the fuck down.
Nothing to worry about. Not at all.
So you can try hard. You can try to knock people that we know.
Well, honestly, no one, because you're not doing what they want you to do. They said, I don't understand why they're continuing, because this is what they do. They've done this to multiple people. They've done this to Morticia. They've done this to Kat that comes in here. They've done it to her. They've done it to she just started coming in here. The one that was up on panel with you guys the other day, Penny. What the Robin? They've done it to her. Yeah, they've done it to multiple people, and that's why they come here. So you they can't hurt you. Just ignore them.
I just burped.
They want me to kill myself, as last night. Yeah, they say this to people all the time. It's disgusting, but just
ignore it.
Just ignore them. Ignore them's the best thing you can do. Ignore them. They've done the same thing.
I've been doxxed.
Robin, they did it to Robin. They did it to Kimberly's Memories. They've done it to her multiple times. They've messed with her. We and you can ask her. She's right in here. We got your back. It's cool. Ignore them's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, it's a fucking tactic to get under your skin. It's
and that's why they do it, because it's bothering you. They said that they're hunting me too. Well, let them hunt you. Let them.
Your fucking email address. I mean, even if they live, nothing would happen.
Let them say what they say. You're fine.
Yeah, you gotta get some nice thick skin. How do you think I've been around so long?
Right, exactly. Tina has been doing this for 4 or 5 years. Every day, all day long, this is what she gets. Every single day. I mean, and Tina's as tough as they come, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, she went through some pretty life-changing events.
Yeah, she's had a rough,
and still was fucking rocks. Like
they've taken away her livelihood. They've done so much, and that, like I said, that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
that's why I started this to begin with.
So, well, I'm here every night to have you back.
No, yeah, absolutely. We're very strong over here. Just put it that way, no one. And when they said when everything comes out, everyone's going to be blown away. I'm not still going to be surprised. I really ain't. I just have. Happy said, Dago, can you tell Pennywise the next time Tina's live on the Boss Up for Life channel to try and type in? Okay. Next time Tina goes live, Penny, check. They want you to type to make sure that you're not blocked anymore.
I will do that.
Yeah, and Wrath said, just laugh at them and tell them the chaos makes... just laugh at them and tell them the chaos makes me horny. They've never started on... Yeah. Tell them that Wrath, the chaos makes him horny, I guess, and they've never started on him, so... Lazy said they don't want none of this, believe me. Like I said, we can't even mind our own business and not say one fucking word, and it still just rolls in.
We are the biggest fucking enemy right now.
Yeah, definitely.
They can talk about anybody. We are all they talk about, really. I mean, it's me, it's you, it's Morticia, it's now Pauper, it's Rachel, it's...
Wrath is scared. That's why he hides behind fake names and accounts. He's been trying to take down Isaac for 3 years, and Tina hasn't done anything in court. And she claims she got all that for okay. That's a fake channel, I'm sure. Wrath, check that, because I know that's not Father of Two.
I mean, I'm getting tired, but...
Well, you guys don't know the lengths more than 20 people have done at Isaac's hand and Steve's. I'm done fucking hiding. Well, you shouldn't have to hide, no one. Really, you shouldn't.
There's nothing to hide.
It's the fucking internet. It's not, you don't have to hide. I mean, I understand that the things that they do to people, it's horrifying. But again, that's what we're here for. That's what Wrath is all about. It's an ongoing process. I'll put it that way. But it's not something we're giving up on. So, yeah, go ahead and go into my DMs on Twitter, no one, and we'll talk. Were you able to check that, Wrath, by the way? Check both of those for me, actually, if you don't mind. Definitely that KMG Nation. And the one underneath it in chat. And then, yeah, Wrath said, I've got one fake name. It's I Am Wrath. Laugh my ass off. No subs, no content. Joined October 29th, 2021. Mm-hmm. Which one is that, Happy? Oh, no problem. This is just fucking ridiculous, I'm telling you.
They're going to come and attack.
Well, we got 30 people in here now all of a sudden, too. So, hey, guys, Mob, how are you? I hope you guys are...
Like I said, they're going to come and attack.
KMG, that's definitely not Father of Two, then. He's got over 1,000 some odd subs. There's a whole conspiracy behind that, so... Yeah, I figured Happy. Thank you, though, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Isaac and Whitney, Steve, come chat, right? Well, they won't come in here.
Wait, they blocked anyway?
Why don't YouTube do anything? Broken, listen. We've all been asking that question for years. Broken said, why don't YouTube do anything about them?
My honest opinion is Mike owns the Be Our Guest channels.
Yeah.
And he is a big enough YouTuber to have a connection to get strikes removed.
No, I get it.
And Isaac cannot claim any income that he thought he was. I'm making $10,000 a month and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even going to him. There's something fishy going on there.
Oh, I mean, definitely.
I mean, you're not going to have fucking a channel with like 20, how many does Resurgence have? Like 20-something hundred subs, even if it was 10,000, you get fucking struck down. You're not going to 5 minutes later have it back up.
Right.
So, I'm sure he's getting on Mike's nerves pretty fucking bad. Like, oh, I need you to do this for me again. I need you to have this strike lifted. It's like, well, how about you stop getting striked, you stupid fuck?
Yeah, right. That's not going to happen.
So, I mean, I would get pissed if I had some fucking loser friend constantly asking me to have strikes removed from my channel during like odd hours of the night. Like, it's 2:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
I get a text saying, "Oh, I need to go back live again because I got struck."
Yeah, I know, Wrath. Well, I got a text message from asshole too that says, "Hey, Big Popper is in Pontiac, Michigan."
Who? Isaac just texted you?
Yeah, he texted me. I don't know when he did it, but he did.
Such a fucking dick. Because he's listening right now.
Well, there's nothing better to do, I guess.
How about you go take a shower? Take your fucking shirt off. Peel it off if you have to. Go buy a fucking paint scraper. Take your shirt off. Get a scrub brush. Some soap.
Right.
Get in that shower. wash your crusty ass, because we've all seen your feet.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like you've been walking on fucking red hot coals for 20 years. Like, fucking clean your ass, okay? And then rent a rug cleaner, clean your couch, because there's a little attachment you can use, and you can clean the cushion and get that, fucking 20 years of ass stink off it.
Mm-hmm.
From all his farts and fucking body odor.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. It's fucking dude. What are you texting him back? There you go.
No, I'm talking. I was talking to Popper in the chat because he sent me a message. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he needs to fucking get a life.
Yeah, thanks for being a fan, Isaac. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I know, right? He gives us at least one view a night.
At least. Or multiple, depending on which one of them. Whether it's him, Faux Steve, or whoever pops in to look,
And I want to thank Steve for following me on Twitter.
I don't think Steve will actually come in here and under another account. I think he'll come in only in his account. So.
Oh, he will. Steve's a stand-up guy.
You've never seen back titties before, Wrath?
Back titties?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's never seen a guy with boobs like on his back like that.
Oh yeah, where his fucking shoulder blades look like
right.
That of fucking man boobs.
Yeah.
Isaac's got like back, front, and sides.
Yeah, right.
Goddamn boy. Oh, I know all he does is fucking sit there and listen to people that are talking about him. And especially us. And I can guarantee right now he's sitting on the couch. He's just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, I asked it.
We're going to go live on Resurgence tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
Like, stick it up your smelly ass.
Yeah, Wrath, he is. Yeah, when I realized the back titty issue, I was wondering, I even asked what size bra he wore on his back, and nobody answered. But...
He has a bra that has a front and a back. Like,
yeah.
You gotta, like, buckle it up. He needs to really get a life. I mean...
are you still in here, no one? If you are, like, drop down to the... Just say something in chat for me, please. If you are. No, lazy. It's not like that. Steve will come in here as himself. He'll make a comment, just busting our balls or whatever, and then he's gone.
Yep.
Okay, so, let me see something here. All right, just look in the chat, no one, underneath at the bottom. Yeah. No, Steve, I hate to say it, but I think Steve's better than being a mole. I mean, he'll just do what he does, and that's that. But, it is what it is. You never can tell, but I
think he has a lot more morals than people give him credit for.
Yeah, to an extent, he definitely does, I think.
I mean, more than the other dude has.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
that's why I don't understand how they fit together, because Steve is definitely not like he is.
Nope.
I never understood it.
And maybe one day it just might break apart. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know. I've seen crazier things happen. So, right. Or he could be there for the rest of his life.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't see that happening, but
I've been cool with Steve, and Steve's been cool with me in private, and it's, I'm fine with that. We have a common ground, and that's it.
That's true. That's true. There's a few people over there that, if he only realized who they were, that are not what he thinks they are.
No, I know.
I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to get those people in trouble. But
Nope.
there's actually a lot more over there than I thought there was. As of recently, I found out. I'm going to say 6 at least that are not what he thinks they are over there, and it's kind of funny.
I know.
There's one very important one, like up there in the upper echelons of Guest Mob that was really blew my fucking mind that they're not who they are. So I don't know.
We're just gonna sit back patiently and sip our tea and watch TV and all kinds, and go live and talk about movies, and whatever unfolds.
That's it. That's it.
Talk about what's going on in Russia right now.
I haven't been following
they're
it.
still bombarding that. Did you? I saw a drama alert tonight. Keemstar. And he said that what the fuck with my phone? Apple pulled out. All kinds of huge companies pulled out of anything to do with Russia. Like, they've pretty much been canceled. That's what it said. Russia.
Everything has, like, their money's worth garbage now. Like, it's definitely, it's not even worth nothing, really.
That Putin guy, as smart as you think he is, he kind of fucked them.
Yeah, he did.
Over a country that is, like, you could fit, like, 20 times in the size of...
And that's what I said in the beginning of this. Like, why you have... Russia's huge, okay? It's fucking huge. And you want this little fucking because he's kind of like Isaac. He's so obsessed with having power that one little country's going to drive him nuts that he doesn't have it.
Because he doesn't. Tanks and shit are running out of gas.
Oh, right. Because they can't get it anymore. Everybody has cut them off from everything because of it. And and it's all about NATO because Ukraine's was going to join NATO, and he doesn't want them to do that because then he won't be able to have the power that he has. And it's like, come on, you know?
I think he fucked up bad. I mean, I'm sure at some point they will, for like, you know, business sake and stuff, go back there when shit settles. But right now, he is losing a lot of money.
Raph just said that Russia has taken over one of the cities now, and I can't believe they bombed the Bayar Holocaust site. Yeah, that's pretty
I heard about that. I heard about that today.
That is just disgusting.
I heard about that actually, Dago, today. That got bombed.
Yeah, so, and then there was... I also saw a video earlier of a Ukrainian... I might have it backwards. I think it was a Ukrainian jet fighter shot down 3 Russian planes or something like that.
I didn't hear about that. It might be. I look at it when I can.
Yeah.
Like, I seen that today that one of the Holocaust sites got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, I won't play it in my house because my son is so anxious. He got so much.
I know. You don't want to give him any triggers,
right? So I just keep him away from it as much as I can. I watch it when he's at school, you know, I'll just catch up on some things. I always watch the morning news, the local news, and then I watch the national news in the mornings. But I don't even want to see some of it.
He was saying today, I think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, that he was contemplating nuclear war.
Putin, he said that yesterday. He was talking about
Putin, yeah,
he was talking about going nuclear, and it's like, are you fucking stupid?
I mean, that shit happens. Everything's gonna pop off everywhere.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna nuke that country?
Well, he's got North Korea. They're a fucking loose cannon, and he's got China. So it's like,
China would be fucking stupid to even get into this war.
Yeah,
because we could start putting sanctions. You know how much merchandise shit like that comes from China? if we got the right president, we didn't have a fucking retard for a president.
Right.
I hate that name. I hate that word. But
no,
we'll
I
put
know.
sanctions on, and fuck it. We'll stop making shit in the United States. You will make no money from us.
Yeah. Russian hackers failed to shut down Ukraine. Their hackers must not be very good.
No.
They got DDoS hackers all over there trying to shut everything down, and it's not working.
They're bombing like radio towers and TV,
airports, stuff like that.
Towers, yeah, everything to shut that country down. They're hitting all the main points.
Some of the Russian army supplies, food stuff, are like 6 and 7 years out of date. Jesus, yeah, they don't have any support. They really don't. Yeah,
no, nobody is behind them on this. And if we got involved, I don't know how deep we are into it right now.
We're basically just bordering all the other countries around them to kind of protect them from any other, bullshit that may happen. But Raph said he has his nuke on high alert, which that's so fucking dumb.
You never know. I mean, we could wake up tomorrow morning and
I know
that news.
I know
that Putin fucking actually nuked that country.
I know. It's a damn shame.
And, what exactly is the, because they didn't want to join NATO. They didn't want them to join NATO.
That's exactly
so
why.
Kill thousands of people, destroy cities and monuments and, fucking TV and cell towers. And it's ridiculous. And they look like fucking idiots. I mean, they're getting it done, but they had like it's not a parade, but like a convoy of tanks and shit. And running out of fucking gas.
Exactly. I mean, hopefully he comes. I'd like to think that there's somebody over there, under Putin or.
Yeah, he'll have him killed.
That would have some kind of senses that, I don't know. I just.
Maybe like a general or something.
Somebody. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that don't agree with what he's doing over there. And they need to take him out. Like literally, he needs to be taken out, and that some people with some sense get back in there and deal with it the right way.
Yeah,
he wants everything to go back to the way it was when it was the Soviet Union.
Yeah, well, it's not that. It's time goes on. It's.
Oh yeah, like he was pissed about. He was talking about how he didn't agree with the Berlin Wall. Like when the Berlin Wall came down and how they took when it was the.
How long ago was that though? That was like in the fucking 90s, right?
I know, yeah. And he wants it to go back to being the old USSR, which I read that today, and Wrath just said that, or Broken said that too. So, yeah, Wrath just said a ton of British army and tanks are on their way to the border. So, I mean, we do have UK on our side, and we have quite a few other countries on our side. I mean, everybody in NATO they're all about keeping the peace, but the problem is Broken made a comment, and I've been thinking this since all this started. If he takes over and if he overtakes the Ukraine, I don't think he's going to stop there. I think he's going to pull a Hitler and just keep trying to take it all.
Yeah, well, you know what? Then it's World War III.
Right, and that's where
Are we sending any troops over there yet?
We already did. We have troops in every country that surrounds them. Oh. Italy, Poland, Germany. We're loaded up all over there. But the problem is they don't know what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, or how he's going to do it. So it's a waiting game. You know what I mean? We're not actually.
How can't we just take this fucking guy out?
Because it's against the way NATO works with things. We can't just walk in and do it. You know what I mean?
Well, fuck NATO then. I mean, you're just gonna let all this shit happen. I get it, but
they're doing what they can do. This is the only thing NATO can do right now until something bigger happens. And like Lazy just said, the Russian military looks really weak right now. They have no gas for their vehicles, like you said. They have no little food for their soldiers, and the Russian soldiers have been surrendering to Ukraine. But that's why I think that he's got his nuke on high alert, because if he can't overtake Ukraine, he's going to get pissed and he's going to say, fuck you, and bloom. That'll be that. And once he launches a nuke, the United States and Japan and all these other countries are going to launch too. And that's
fucking end. Did you see the TikTok video of the Ukrainian guy that pulled over to the tank and they were out of gas and he was mocking them and then he took off?
No,
It's actually funny. It's not in English, but it's translated.
Right.
But, there was a Russian tank going down the road.
And he ran out of gas.
He ran out of gas. The guy drove up, mocked them, and took off in his car.
Yeah. That would be funny. And I did see there was a TikTok of the Ukrainian president out on the streets with the people saying he's not going anywhere. He's not leaving his country or his people. He'll be there with them till the end.
The president.
And he's turned into a hero. So, there are voice recordings of Soviet soldiers crying to their mothers they don't want the war. I know, Wrath. That's what I'm saying. 90% of he is the only one. Him and a couple of his top leaders are the only ones that agree with this shit. Everybody else, from what I've heard in Russia, is highly against this.
It's useless.
It is. This is when we need to get Gorbachev back. You know what I mean? Somebody like him.
That's Birdshit head, right?
Yeah.
The guy with the thing on his head?
Yeah, the big strawberry mark on his head.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that, Wrath. He was like, did you see the Ukraine farmer that stole that tank?
I didn't see that either, but I will.
No, I'll tell you one thing. Ukraine, those people are fucking tough. They'll stand up for what they believe, so.
I've seen plenty of videos where people are in their apartments and like fucking 100 yards away that there's a shell coming in and just blowing the shit out of a building.
Right. And Biden doesn't even want to talk to him.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely fucking. And this is so different than when we went to when Desert Storm hit the first time and all that other shit. This is way different.
Yeah, no, this is I don't know how this is going to end really, but I don't either. See it ending well.
No, I don't think it will. It's sad, is what it is. So very sad.
But yeah, I don't see it ending well because he's got a big fucking ego, Putin. So he's gonna not want to lose, and he's gonna end up doing something fucking stupid.
Right.
So, or getting other countries involved, and could you imagine if we all got involved and then we're starting to go against Russia. Russia's right against China. We're starting to beef with these people and fucking.
I don't even want to think about it. Well, here's a little bit of info for everybody. It's kind of a good thing. Charlie posted on Facebook yesterday that he is once again monetized.
That's good.
Yeah. Congrats, brother. Congrats. You deserve it.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, when he comes back, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this down for the night.
Well, you can shut it down now. I'll just...
Oh, okay. Well, I just realized what time it was, and I'm getting tired.
12:22.
I got to get up now early with my boy, but I agree with you, Broken. I agree with you. Well, Penny, I appreciate you being up here tonight, brother. Once again, it was a good night. We had a good time. There's a little bit of drama. That's all right. But everybody else in here...
I'm going to go catch up on some of the news, see what the fuck is going on, because I'm sure right now it's not nice over there.
No, it's not. But Penny, you have yourself a great night. I'll go ahead and handle ending this, and I will see you tomorrow, brother.
All right, bye.
Yes, sir. Veda, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible over there. All right, so I do want to thank once again. I love you guys to death. I just got to tell you that. I really enjoy having all you guys in here. And let's see who we got up here, minus my trolls. Let's see. Come on up here. It was a good night, guys. I appreciate you guys all being in here. Miss Amy, thank you so much. Brandy, Yosef, my brother Pookie, thank you so much, sir. Miss Rachel Lynn, we love you, ma'am. I will see you tomorrow, dear Brandy, again. Bronxborn, thanks for coming in here. It's always a pleasure, ma'am. Tyler, brother, it's good to see you again. Come back more often. Of course, strike first, strike hard, always first. Once again, and he did ask me a question. Does it matter? I'm always first in here. It shows us that you care about the channel and that you enjoy the channel. That's for damn sure. So I appreciate you, brother. Pam, Tony, thanks so much. Strike first, strike hard again. Let's see, Robin. It was so nice to see you again, hon. All right, where are we at? Let's see. Elizabeth Hill. Robin again. Elizabeth, it's good to see you again here, hon. Once again, I appreciate you guys. Heather. Missing some other people, I think, too. There's so many comments in here tonight. So let me see, guys. There's some trollers in here too. Tonight was Doug's birthday, by the way, guys. So if you guys support Doug, make sure you throw a comment in his last stream, maybe just telling him happy birthday. He definitely will appreciate the love. I'll tell you that much. John Suggs, thank you so much, brother Wrath. My brother Wrath, thank you so much for being here and doing all you do for us. We do appreciate you. No one, whoever you are, like I said, you're more than welcome to be in here. I understand the situation, but we're here for you if you need us. Kimberly, hun, we love you. Thanks for being here again tonight, hun. Broken, be happy. We love you guys. We do. Thank you so much. Where are we at? I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Some more trolling there. Okay, guys. I think there's another troll account. That was Big G. He wasn't in here. I'm almost there, guys. Lazy Bum, my brother. Thank you, sir, for doing what you do and being here every single night. And congrats again on your upgrade, sir. We do appreciate you more than you know. And so does Charlie, just so you know, bro. Just so you know. Okay. Beta Chick, thanks for being here. Again, Heather. I think I said that, didn't I? And let me make sure there's nothing else down here. All right. Anybody else that I may have missed, I do apologize. But all of you guys, I love you to death. I appreciate you more than you know. Thanks so much for subbing to the channel if you have. And for being here every single night. And I think I will see you guys all tomorrow night. You have a wonderful evening. I love you and good night.